Welcome to the Top 4 podcast. My name is Peter. North London forever, ladies and gentlemen. I'm joined by David, flashing.
I'm calling, bruv, the sound of the police, bruv. I need people. I'm taking people to court, blood. Bring yourselves, blood. Ironic that your title challenge ended in East London, mate. You're all, mate, Adrian. You're under arrest, blood. You're coming to that warrant is out for you, cuz. Let's go.
Yeah, Taha says, what in the epilepsy is going on?
The police. Whoop, 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 whoop. Right, let me go turn this on.
Yeah, epilepsy warning for some of the viewers. David, cool it down.
Oh dear. I'm joined by AD, a Liverpool fan.
Listen. I'm here, man. Flog me. I've been talking crud for 8 months straight. I thought nobody could talk to me, not one of you. But you know what? Listen, man. You live and you learn. Like, it's the beautiful game. If you don't believe, if you don't give it some of that, then what's the point? You know what I mean? So I was big enough and I was bad enough to talk my talk. So it flogged me. Get your belts ready. Let me have it.
Let's get your belts ready. I'm joined by Oscar, a Chelsea fan.
Oh, Thiago Silva. Oh, Thiago Silva. Oh, guys, one of the greatest centre backs in Premier League history has decided today that he's going to hang up. What? Did I stutter? Did I stutter?
It's a bit of a statement.
Bro, look, he's one of the greatest centre backs ever to play the game. Do you know what I mean? And he came to my club and he won the Champions League. And I'm forever grateful for the 4 years of Thiago Silva. But we'll get into it on the podcast. Happy to be here, boys. Happy to be here.
Wow. I'm joined by Robinho, a Manchester United fan.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here to tell you that the league will be won by 91 points.
91 points. You could say that all you like, mate. You could say that all you like.
That was a buzzer beater.
I'm here to tell you that the league will be won on 91 points.
Yeah, I'm here to tell you that it won't make 90, but fair enough.
Mind games, you know. How can I kick off with that? Poor Peter, poor David.
He's not even got a dog in the fight. He's talking about how many points the league will finish.
The league will finish on 91 points.
It will not make it.
I saw the fixtures, and I said, okay. Okay.
It will not finish in the 90s. It will not finish in the 90s. Guys, what is your highlights of the week? I'll start with you, David. What was your highlight of the weekend?
Did I have one? I didn't have one in particular, mate. I've been doing night shifts.
There's plenty to talk about.
No,
I love the fact that David thinks about his actual week.
Yeah, why not?
Thursday evening was quite lively.
Bro, I've been doing night shifts, bro.
You've been doing
so my highlight is that I'm finished, bro. I got 4 days off, mate.
Cheers. 4 days off. Oh,
yeah,
glorious.
Yeah.
Glorious
That's my highlight, bro.
Fair enough. AD, what's your highlight of the weekend?
Bro, man.
I said, bro.
Aside from being put out of my misery. To be fair, it was a Sierra Leonean independence, 63 years.
Shout out to them, man.
Shout
By the way, quickly, AD, where's your family from Sierra Leone? Whereabouts?
Oh, that's a great question. Is this an autobiography thing, yeah?
I don't know. Like, is it a Freetown thing? I'm trying.
So they're from Freetown.
Jeez.
I guess the suburb or the districts or whatever they're from is a place called Kissy.
Okay, wicked, man.
So,
Yeah, no, I was looking at the map of Sierra Leone, mate. I was checking out the map, and I was like, "Ooh."
What's the SL football team saying? You lot AFCON quality?
No, we were in AFCON like two tournaments ago. Absolute fast, but you might as well put me in goal. That goalkeeper was horrific. He had no presence, no aura, he had no command of the box.
I thought we already established AD's English.
What's this misconception, bro? You should have seen me on Saturday night. I was fluent Creole, fluent.
Yeah, true. And true say, even if he wasn't, he'd be Scouse, not English.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh,
Yeah.
Scouse, not English.
yeah, man. I'm not from Sierra Leone. I'm Creole. Yeah, me.
Jeez.
Respect.
Oscar, what is your highlight of the weekend?
My highlight of the weekend was
All
football
week.
related.
Yeah.
It was all to do with celebrations because this week we saw some incredible celebrations. I want to start first of all, yeah. Antonio scores a banging header to make it 2-2 against Liverpool. For some reason, he runs toward Kudus and Kudus gestures as though he should jump and Kudus would catch him. So he jumps, Kudus catches him and obviously falls to the ground because why would you think you could catch Antonio? He's a giant man. He's massive. So that if you haven't seen it, go back and rewatch the goal. It's the funniest thing ever. You can see he immediately regrets his decision as he's like, come. And then when Antonio jumps on you, what are you gonna do? You're gonna fall to the ground. Hilarious celebration. The other one was two of them at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. The first one, Bukayo Saka taking a corner. The Spurs fans are giving it. He takes the corner. The ball obviously ends up in the back of the net. He looks at the Spurs fans and is like, what? What would you say? What would you say? And then the third goal for Arsenal, the same thing. Declan Rice on the other end. He whips the ball in. He's getting stick from the Spurs fans. The Spurs fans are giving it large. Yeah. all the West Ham things you've ever heard. Obviously the ball ends up in the back of the net. He's looking at the West Ham fans. And you could tell by the way that they celebrated it, there was clearly a talking to of the players before the game. They probably told them, don't antagonize the fans. They probably told them, don't go near, because they didn't go right up to the fans, but they were giving it back, which was brilliant.
It's because we're not douchebags, that's why.
Nah, my PS, it's football, man.
All we did straight away, it was like nothing else. It was like this is a normal service resumed. We just got into a huddle, keep your head in check, off we go.
Oh, I hate that huddle that Arsenal do as well.
Oh, I hate that huddle.
It's just another thing that Arsenal do.
Just because you got no unity.
I saw a banner today in the Arsenal children. Part of it said set pieces. I said, what happened to the beautiful game?
Okay,
what is going on here?
First of all,
get that free piece. Yeah?
Nah. Can I just say, people were dissing Arsenal for this, and I have to back Arsenal. The banner said basics. Like basics, and the S in basics stood for set pieces. I think the C was like, I can't remember what they were. Do you remember, Peter? Do you know what they all stand for?
No, I can't remember. Hang on.
But it was literally the basics of the game. I think the I was intensity, and then they were just. It was just like, these are the minimum things that you should bring to a football match. And I get that people were cussing Arsenal because they're saying, who put set pieces on a motivational banner? But the amount of games that we watch of our teams where the basics are not there. Look at Tottenham. If Tottenham had that banner in their dressing room, do you think they would have conceded 2 stupid set piece goals? Maybe not.
Yeah.
Are you ready?
No.
Ball control, aggression, shape, intensity, compete, set pieces.
Guys, that's the minimum I want from my team.
The basics. It's the basics.
The basics of football. This is what Fabian Duff was crying about. The basics. And if there was a D in that word, Jewels would have been there. You know it.
When I lose a duel, I'm upset. Listen.
Have Jules been lost though? Jules have not been lost.
Where am I? So Oscar's done his thing. Robinho, what was your highlight of the weekend?
I was out in Europe, just living at large this week.
What country this time?
What countries?
Hey. What countries? You know what I'm saying?
Let's end the stream day.
Wow. International, baby.
International. But I'll tell you this though. Even though I loved the country, it got one mark on my thing because it was colder than the UK.
Which country is this?
The Netherlands. It started hailing at one point. I could not believe it.
Do you know what? I never think of.
I was upset.
I never think of the Netherlands as a warm place. I mean, if I'm honest.
Now, normally when I'm there, when I'm about, I've been there. 25 degrees, sun,
guys,
all that stuff.
I've got a hot take about the Netherlands. Yeah. I've got a hot take about the Netherlands, but I feel like I need to reserve it because personally, I've never been to Amsterdam. Yeah, I've never been to Amsterdam. But generally, I just feel like in everything they do, the Netherlands is overrated. Their football team is
Listen,
overrated. Their league is overrated. Ajax is overrated. Their country's overrated. Their food is mediocre. You know what I mean? I'm sure Amsterdam's a great city, but
The architecture. Talk about the architecture.
the architecture is good. The architecture is good. They do some weird stuff over there. I rate that.
I find it bizarre. I just feel like they're just being different to be different. Build a bloody building, bro. Why does it look like
on the transport alone? On the transport alone, peaks and troughs above the UK, well above.
You what?
They have a countrywide Oyster card. You can work on every single system.
Yeah, their country's like the size of Birmingham. Of course,
it works. It works.
So what?
It works.
So what? I'm sorry, mate. There is not a transportation
you
system.
can go. You can go from A to B for the big cities. What, for €15? For me to get from London to Birmingham, that's an arm and a leg. Nah, man, I'm all for it.
Fair enough. And to be honest, if you're going from London to Birmingham, they should probably pay you. That's how much.
I lie. You ever been to Birmingham?
But I will say this:
Birmingham to London, I understand.
Netherlands in the summer is heat, so I was expecting it to be warm. But it goes back to my first point that it's cold and it's May this week. What's going on? What is going on here, people?
Something's not quite right with the weather at the moment, isn't it?
No.
I don't know.
Today I got caught out, blood.
I feel like Peter, it's like one of your rants where, you know, at the beginning of the season, everyone's waxing lyrical about Tottenham, and you're like, we do this every year. Yeah. Don't we do this every year? Don't we complain about the weather in May every year?
No, not in May. It's not this cold in May.
It's because it's
May
supposed to be.
Summer, guys. May is never what it's meant to be.
No, Oscar, on the real though, we should be in spring. We should be. We're not there.
Bro,
we're not there.
Spring hasn't sprung. Let's be real.
Big man, Saturday, yeah.
Listen,
Saturday
for me,
was raining cats and dogs, mate.
You know what I'm saying?
Only rain for a bit. Only rain for a bit on Saturday.
Hailstone twice.
Bro, the whole night, bruv.
Oh, actually, yeah, I wasn't out at night. Yeah.
I got caught though.
Now you're right, David. Now you're right.
Cats and dogs.
Also, yeah, like the other thing is, listen, as soon as the clocks go forward, I'm sorry. As soon as those clocks go forward, I'm sorry. I expect the weather to change. Simple as that.
Not saying them weather machine conspiracies. Like, what do you guys think's happening? This is the same every day.
I don't know. I just feel like even if this has been the same for the last couple of years, I feel like in general something's not quite right on the axis. You know what I'm saying? Something's not quite right. The earth ain't rotating as it should. Something's not going on, okay? That's all I'm saying.
But yeah, in terms of food, Netherlands, good. Belgium, I was in Belgium as well. If you ever go to Antwerp, get some fries and some mayonnaise. Top tier.
By the way, Belgium's another country that sucks as well. I'm just hating on you. Let me allow it.
Yeah, I want to say, what's going on here? This Brexit character that's coming out of you. What's going on?
No, because I love Spain. I love Italy. I can't get enough of France. So it's not a Brexit thing. It's just them countries there. That's just a bit. What are you offering me?
All I'll say
guys, also, right. Unpopular opinion, right? The UK is the most underrated country on the planet. London in the summertime, bro. We like to put ourselves down and self-depreciate. Brother, this place is amazing. You've got Man of Two Swords, got Big Ben, you've got cuisine. Oh, do you want to go to Soho? Do you want to go to Hyde Park? Do you want to go to Alley and watch a circus show? But London is the best city in the world.
The 1 week in the year, I might agree with you.
AD's right. AD's right, but where I disagree, wrong. You said the UK.
Exactly.
What you need to stay is London town.
You know what? Yeah, I'll be honest with you. London is so legit; it could be its own country on a road.
Have you ever been on holiday? Yeah, you go to a place and you're like, you're there for a few days, and then you come back and people are like, what was the place like? And you're like, you could do it in a day. You could do it in a day. Like there's certain places you visit, you don't need to spend more than 2 days there because there's not much else to see. You could go to a different place in London for 2 weeks every single day
comfortably.
We've been here
come to London and enjoy yourself. Guys, this place is so underrated.
So underrated.
Underrated.
Comfortably. Can I give you guys my highlight of the weekend?
Yeah, go for it, Pete.
I've got so many, but I'll try and narrow it down. How about the fact that Arsenal fans were chanting "Ole" to every Chelsea pass? How about that? That was phenomenal.
I just want to. You said highlight of the weekend. That's what you said. I didn't say that. That's what the graphic says at the bottom.
And I said the weekend.
But the graphic at the bottom says highlight of the weekend. So
All right, we can change that.
yeah. And I just want to say one thing. In my contract, I was told that I was coming here to talk about game week 34. I'm not here to talk about game week 33. I'm not
too sure about that.
Some teams on game week 35. So
it's in my contract. Okay.
35, some 34.
Chelsea's on 33. I don't even know what I'm talking about. But listen, I'm not here to talk about midweek. I
can't lie. That is up there with some of the funniest thing. And there was something else that's just gone off my mind now, but it will come back to me later. But yeah, I've never seen a home team an away team's passing. Like an away crowd doing it to the home team, I can understand because it's funny. Like the away end is a funny end, but when the home end is doing it, something is gonna awry, something's gonna miss. Clearly,
horribly wrong.
Oscar, we can get into the comment section if you want.
We're here. We're here. Nat said, I saw you in a vlog with that Ethiopian carton bag. Say, respect Lewis. Okay, first of all, respect Lewis.
Were you in the vlog?
I was in the vlog. Well, basically, the people that I was with, the people that I went to the game with, left at 3-0. So I then walked around to see other people that I knew. I saw Lewis chilling there. I said, "Well, God, bro, what are you saying?" And then I was just in his vlog by peripherals. You know what I mean? But the funny thing is, in the vlog, you can see at the 5th goal, I say, "Peace, guys, I'm out," and I leave. So for those on the Top 4 podcast, if you wanted to know, I left the Arsenal game at the 5th goal. When the goal went in, I left the Emirates Stadium. I was on the train by the time Peter was announcing the full-time score. I was out of there.
David, I need you to help me here because I need some clippage.
I already clipped it, bruv.
This time last week.
I already clipped it, bruv.
He told me he was waiting for me at midnight outside the co-op. He was waiting for me at midnight, guys. I left the stadium. I couldn't find him.
I said if we win.
Oscar was in his 3rd dream by the time I left the stadium.
I said if we win. Look, Murad is doing all this. He said, look, you told us you weren't leaving North London. I said if we win.
I ain't leaving, blood.
I said if we win, I'm not leaving North London.
Osaka, you've had a stink, blood.
There was always a stipulation on my clause. All right, it was never that I'm just gonna come and tap on your window. That was never the case. It was always if we won.
Look at this guy, bro. Man's moving like Triple H, bro.
So let's work on. Look, big man. I was in the office at 9 a.m. on Wednesday. You supposed to hang around North London with these ragamuffins, these Arsenal fans.
Oh well. Listen, bro. Carry on with the comments because I've got time. We've got a second left.
All right, let me go right to the top. We're going right to the top. Assad was the first comment today. Big up Assad. He says, Oscar, I apologize for my previous takes on Noni Madueke. He's grown on me in the last couple of months. He's my guy now. He's your guy now. He's your guy. You see, people wait for players to get goals and then want to gas them up. I told you guys, Noni was a decent player, man. He's a decent player. Let him cook, bro. Let him cook. Big up Top 4. AD chat to man. Champions elect. Non-Zeno. You know? Shout out Nonzino. I guess that's another reference.
Listen, bro, get your cane and flog me like it's a free for all. You're gonna get.
Oh yeah. No, Adrian's gonna. You're gonna get something hilarious. Murad said, "Good evening to the greatest footballing podcast to air on a Monday night. When the first line of the show needs to be a callback to someone's famous last words from last week. # Oscar.
Yeah.
Look, even I wasn't here last week, so don't bring me.
Okay. Last week, what I said was, and I quote, I said, in the highly unlikely event. Go and watch the clip. Go and watch the clip. I said,
if he said it, he said it.
The highly unlikely event that Chelsea win against Arsenal, then I would be there. But look, this is before I knew that Cole Palmer was out. This was you know what I mean, we were unfortunate, you know. We were a little horse, if you will.
Palmer didn't want the smoke, bro. He said, "Nah."
Palmer's already scored 2 goals against Arsenal this season. So don't stop all that.
Did he? Okay.
He scored twice.
He looked fit on the weekend, didn't he? He looked so fit on the weekend.
Did he score both goals at the Bridge?
No, he scored one at the Bridge and he scored one in the Community Shield.
Oh, for Man City. Fair enough.
Yeah. So 2 games against Arsenal, 2 goals. What do you want?
Yeah.
Young player of the year. Endo says Adrian, Joshua, Leslie, Rise.
You know when these are not his names. Who said it's there?
I thought it was Risa. I can't lie.
At first, I thought Risa, but I think it's right.
That would have been too
You
funny.
were lambasting me for not believing we could win the title. And now look, we got wrapped at Goodison by our blue brothers and drew to an out of form West Ham. Where Liverpool are now is our actual level. I've been telling you, man, this all season. The team ain't ready for the title. I'm not even mad that we've fallen away because this is our real level.
Listen,
You want to comment? Listen. When we get into the Liverpool talk, we can have at it.
all right,
We can have a
Oscar. Anything else before we get started?
Oh yeah, repeat. There's loads of comments. I'm not gonna lie to you.
All right,
David says,
let's be quick.
"Big up top four. Hope everyone else is blessed." Come on, we want to get into this. Murad says, "Oh dear me, indeed." Arsenal's misery is going to flow through my veins. Yes, that was a quote from me. Another quote from me is, "We're going to put an end to your title race." Yeah, that was a quote from me. Murad also says, "I'm not leaving North London, Peter." That was another quote from me. Look, I got it wrong. We all get it wrong sometimes. We got it massively wrong. All right, just like Liverpool when they did those shots for Suarez, we got it massively wrong. Nat says, like Sneakbo said, Sneakbo, let me show you the wave. What's that got to do with anything? Oh, the epilepsy fit that David was giving everyone. Murad is also saying the warrant is out for Oscar. Lola says, "Hey, AD." Adrian, you want to say something back?
Hey, boo.
How's it going? I hope everything's all good. Hope you're happy. Hope you're blessed. Hope money's being made. Hair being slayed. Yes, Queen.
Yes.
Cash is being checked. Yeah,
I can't lie.
Balotelli's 11-12 Prem assist says, "Peter, I owe you an apology.
I'm ready for it, cuz.
Are wank."
That's what you get. You deserve it. That's what you get.
And he also says that away end was top tier. Were you in the away end? What's
Oscar?
happening there?
I tell you what, guys. That's the only bad part of the
That's what you
week,
call
man.
that's what you call hate watching, you know.
The only bad part of my weekend is I did not get a ticket for Spurs away, guys. That hurt me.
Wait,
That's a stinker.
It's a
such
stinker.
You're
It's
so.
that-
that never makes no sense.
I've called up
It's
the
just
box office. I've tried to pull the string. There's no string to be pulled, blood.
I feel like Pete. I feel like
just for that. Guess what I got? 2 tickets to Old Trafford, baby. I'll be there.
Come on.
I genuinely feel like I've got
Trafford.
more pull at Chelsea than you've got at Arsenal.
Wow. Oscar, do you know what? Can I say something, Oscar? Coming
It's
from
true.
you, wait there.
It's true.
Coming from you, that's a disgraceful take. Because there's not
How?
one thing you've ever wanted at Arsenal that you haven't got. You're a disgrace to the human race. How
Pete,
dare
I
you
asked
say?
you-
Wait there. How dare you say this? Oscar has got. Oscar's been in box level. Oscar's been on club level. Oscar's been in the away end. Oscar's been in the home end. Not one game, even for people that he's not.
Bro,
No, let me hire him up. He's got tickets for people that he's not even going with to games. Okay, people have flown other countries. Robinho, people have had a passport checked at a border and they've come to a game at the Emirates Stadium. Oscar has the nerve, the unmitigated gall to ever say he has more pull than me at the Chelsea. I can't believe what I've just heard. Oscar,
I was gonna say, what
Oscar,
are you
Oscar got a question earlier. Oscar questioned in the group chat about me being ungrateful. Oscar, that was a disgusting take. You're a farce, okay? You're a freaking farce. I used to freaking apologize after that stupid comment. It was ridiculous.
Are you putting Oscar next to KSI? Is what you're telling me?
Hey, I can't lie.
Bro,
Peter has put me in boxes at the Emirates.
Say again?
Peter has put me in boxes at the Emirates.
Oscar has not just that. No, let's not just call it a box at the Emirates. The guy watched a quarter final of the Europa League, Arsenal Napoli. I remember the fixture. How dare you? People like Remy of this parish have been on box level at the Emirates. Arsenal,
Remy?
Napoli. Yes, absolutely. You heard me right. Oscar, that was a horrific take. That was a horrific take.
What did he say?
He said,
I said, yeah. Go on, Pete.
He said he's got more pull at Chelsea than I do at Arsenal because I was at the Spurs away on Sunday. These times I've gone over land and sea with this frigging club. Okay, all season. By the way,
man went to Baku.
When you look at the Premier League table right now, do you know what I've calculated? There's only 3 away grounds I haven't been to in this season's Premier League.
What's that?
3.
Luton?
That's not
Luton.
true.
Okay, Luton, Burnley, and who's the other one? There was one more. Let me have a look.
You weren't at the Chelsea game.
No, I'm saying not this season. I'm saying grounds that I've never been to.
Yeah.
So of all the teams that are there, I've been to the ground at least once.
All I'm saying is this. All I'm saying is this. You wish you were at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium this weekend, but when Chelsea slapped 5 on Ange's head, I was there live in the flesh. I saw it with my own 2. But shout out, Peter. You actually humbled me. I can't lie.
You're a disgrace. That was a disgraceful comment. It was a disgraceful comment. What can I say?
It was funny. It was. Oh gosh, Peter. There's so many comments. Guys, we're gonna have to move on. All
right, should we get started?
They're saying Palmer was ducking the Emirates test. Relax, brother. Relax.
Ducks it, bro.
Relax.
To be fair to him, even like Villa, he was ill. He was ill.
Pete, if you've got the pull Arsenal, you get Anne Hathaway tickets.
Listen, you see Anya, obviously, like when she's in town, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? When it's Kim K and them man there, Rihanna and them man there, Kendrick Lamar, you know what I'm saying? Just to name a few that have been to the Emirates.
But Kim K, is Kim K an Arsenal fan?
Hey, listen, I don't ask the question.
Her kids were there rocking the Saka shirt.
So. Her kids on the Saka team, you know what I'm saying? That's all I got to say.
I have to question them once. But she probably has a box every stadium, I'll be real.
Lola said, don't claim Kim K. I mean, she was there. She's not been to any other Premier League game, so why not claim her? Mirad says, I need Oscar to make a comment about Havertz celebration. Look, the best celebration I've ever seen from
the tweet
was the knee slide at the Estadio Dragao Stadium in Porto when Chelsea won the Champions League. That's all I care about from Kai Havertz.
Kai Havertz scores again.
Waka waka. Kai Havertz scores again.
AD, I'm so glad I stuck by that man. I stuck by him.
Yeah, you did.
That he got even on this.
Why?
From Arsenal because he's a tremendous player.
I flogged him for the England drives.
He's
still not even. He's a certified starter because you don't have a better striker. That's the only reason.
Oh, here he is.
He's not that good, Pete. Let's just call it.
Oscar, you're a disgrace. You can't even say that he's not that good. You can't say he's not that good.
He's not that good. Why do you guys act like because he's turned up
notch? He's been top notch for us.
He's not been top notch. He's not been top notch.
Do you know what? That is Pete's favorite vocab word. Disgrace.
Look, the last two games, Kai Havertz has been like on a decent level, on a good level. We pulled out big game Kai as we knew that he had in his locker. So shout out to him. But
on a decent level, you're a joke, mate.
He has.
Oh, he's Spurs in 2 back-to-back derbies. I got to take my hat off for him. I do. I just as much as you. I didn't give him a catch and hell chance of making an impact. But I'm not saying he's a great player, but bro, let's give him his
he's been like our second or third best player this season for Arsenal.
No, that's not true.
In Arsenal Player of the Year, he'll be number 3. He'll be number 3.
He won't even be top 5. He won't even be top 5.
Okay.
Talking nonsense.
It might be like a 5. It might be like a 5.
He's not top 5.
Okay.
Bro, Saliba, Gabriel.
I hear it.
Gabriel, Rice, Odegaard, Saka, Raya.
Okay. Now,
Raya.
Yeah.
Raya's
been better than Havertz this year.
Golden Glove Raya.
Yeah, he won a Golden Glove, and you know, Havertz scored 12 goals. Get out of here, crap guy.
Oscar, we need to get onto the game. Come on, we're taking too long.
Go. Take over.
I'll tell you what, people. The Arsenal FC. We've had a great week. Oscar's come off camera because he can't face it. He can't face the fact that the Arsenal FC slapped up Chelsea, like slapped them up, pumped them, bro. You know what I'm saying? Emptying the away ground, early doors, bro. You know what I'm saying? Getting pumped, getting rinse FM, by friggin' Kai Havertz, who we're talking about. You know what I'm saying? Martin Odegaard playing some of his brilliant football, and then of course we have the North London derby, bro. What? Us man, just call us sexy. What's my man's name? Not Sexy Red. What's my man's name? The thing. What's it called? Paint the Town Red. What's that? That jabroni. What's her name?
Doja Cat.
Oh, that Jabron, yeah, her. The song is ridiculous. The song is freaking demonic as hell. But I was
demonic as well, bro.
Paint that down, blood.
What did you see her standing on the bed?
Have you seen the video?
I've seen the video. The video's mad. The song's alright.
Let's have it right. She's an idiot, blood. But let me tell you,
this to be regular
town, blood. You know what I'm saying? Because we went over to the west, painted that up in red. We come over to back to north. You know what I'm saying? Color that toilet bowl. You know what I'm saying? Because we do nothing but absolutely
dress. Have you beaten everyone in London this season?
As in at least once, probably.
They
I
lost
assume so.
Sam.
In the Big
West
Six, I think
Ham,
with
that's
obviously Old Trafford still to come. In the Big Six, we ain't lost a damn game. You know what I'm saying? So you know what I'm saying. We've beaten West Ham. We've beaten. No, I mean they're not top 6, but yeah, we've beaten United at home. We've beaten City at home. We drew City away. We beat Liverpool at home. Drew with Liverpool away. Chelsea we drew away. Beat them at home. Spurs drew at home. Beat them away. You know what I'm saying? Light work, man. Light frigging work. And that's no credit, no more credit to the players and to Mikel Arteta and the coaching staff, because us, man, bro, you know what I'm saying? They're ready to go, bro. They're ready to rock and roll, man. We're ready to go. David, man, talk to me, brother. It's been a hell of a week. Slapping up Chelsea. You know what I'm saying? And the thing is, guys, you lot know on the pod, last week I was quite defensive with Chelsea, right? Talking about, this, that, and the other, and I still feel this way, don't get me wrong. But something hit me. Something overtook me on Tuesday morning where I woke up, bro. It was like 8, it must have been like 6, 7 o'clock. I'm on my way to work. I'm like, blood, this Chelsea team is dead, fam. Are you mad? This Chelsea team is so dead, yeah? So now, what's it called? I'm there thinking, these men are not going to be on it, bro. These Chelsea players ain't got no effort. They ain't got the set, bro. They're not ready to come. They're not ready to play ball. You know what I'm saying? They're going to get pumped. What happened, bro? These men got pumped, bro. First half, you could argue, it was only 1-0, I think it was at the time. Chelsea didn't look too out of order, out of shape there. Arsenal should have taken their chances. Second half, you know what I'm saying? Just slap. Send them man back home, back to West London. You know what I mean? And obviously Spurs, bro. After 3-0, it was turn off your screens. Turn off your screens. The thing is, in our boneheadedness, we did everything we could to friggin' that annoyed me, because we did everything we could to give Spurs a couple of goals, because we literally were handing them to them.
Yeah, it was very funny, because for those in watching us in the group chat, Peter was giving it large. As soon as it hit 3-2,
You're right.
the chat went silent. I was like, "Oh, what's going on here?"
I'm quite occupied in the second half, I must admit. But at the same time, first half, bro. What? Straight after service, blood. You know what I'm saying? Straight after church, bro. Man sitting there, bro. Now TV, bro. You know what I'm saying? Boom. And I was saying to people at church, Tottenham are gonna get pumped, bro. They're like, nah, North London derby. You can't say that. You can't say that. Giving it all the, you know what I'm saying? All that religious wisdom. Nah, bun that. These men are dead food, bro. I told all the uncles, bro. I told the man them. I told the uncles. I told the aunties, bro. I said, these men are dead, bro. Big up Shay on me, because he was there. He was always twitchy and nervous, getting nervous about Spurs. Have you seen the state of them? Look at them. Bro, guys, these men they turned up to their home ground. Mm-hmm. Now, bear in mind what our midfield three was. Rice, Erdegaard, and Partey. Yeah, elite business. Their man thought they could turn up with Maddison, Højbjerg, and who's the other one? Was it Bentancur?
Bentancur.
The game was done at the warm-up. The game was frigging done. And all you saw was Arsenal not even trying. Arsenal said, hey, have the ball. Do what you want with the ball. You're not going to run and play for the occasion. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to pick you off. Wait till you get tired. And just clutch. One thing after the other. Fair enough, there was an own goal in terms of the header. But by the way, guys, Oscar, stop talking about Kai Havertz. I beg you, sharp, bro. Sharp. Because his through ball to Saka, yeah? His ball over the top Saka, and Saka's first touch. Death touch. I screamed in the service. I screamed. The ball came down. Oh, that's what I did. I did exactly that. He bends it round straight to the bottom corner. You know what I'm saying? And I just said, you know what? You, man, you facios, bruv. All these Spurs lot, bruv. Get out of here, man. Get the hell out of here. Saying that you let the country down. Are you dumb, bruv? Are you stupid? Morons. Where's your friggin' English hope right now? Where's your white hope right now? Can't find them anywhere. You know what I'm saying? Timo Werner. They thought they could come with Timo Werner, blood. These men take the piss. David, sorry, you crack on, man.
I ain't got nothing much to say, bro. Box standard, cuz.
What, light work here? What, next fixture? We just move on, like?
Yeah, move on, innit? Win the next one, innit?
Oh, okay.
David is trying his best to not get gassed. This is on
Bro, David, we battered Chelsea and Spurs in the same week. You ain't got 90 goals.
The truth is, the big
guys, there's Mike Tyson in Manchester, blood.
Look at this guy. You want to know about a fight that's taking place in Saudi Arabia, blood? We're in London. You know them way there. Like fighting London.
I think something has to be said. I think something has to be said. Like when Arsenal came into this week, the fact that they had 2 difficult games back to back. Spurs didn't play midweek. Spurs had all the rest in the world. And it was never going to be easy. It was never going to be easy. But Arsenal made it look easy. Do you know what I mean? They made it look easy. I think Chelsea obviously made it easy for them. So we lied down in the second half, and that was that. But Spurs were always going to put in a little bit of fight, even if it is just mental. And I think, that basics banner that everybody was talking about, we know, like I said to you guys in the chat, we know Arsenal are superior to Chelsea. We know Arsenal are superior to Spurs. But the mental aspects of both of those games could have overwhelmed them. Do you know what I mean? And I think where Arsenal deserve credit is you guys have played before City every single time. I think, who did you face last weekend? I can't really remember. But I remember you played.
The only fixture we played that we lost to Villa when City played on Saturday, we played Sunday.
But I'm not talking about that game. I'm talking about after that. Like after the loss, you came back, and I can't remember who you played last week.
It was Wolves.
Wolves. Yeah, Wolves. You played Wolves before City played. You set the example. You played Chelsea before City played, set the example, and you played this week before City played. And that's all you can do now. That's all you can do is win your games. And if you're going to do it in an emphatic way, that there's all that chat about people talking about Arsenal have played like champions. You know what I mean? They've been slapping teams 5 and 6-0. So that's all you can do. That's all you can do. So I got to respect it. I got to respect it. You got a bit hairy last night. The
thing is, I can't lie to you, but not one heartbeat went up.
Really?
Not once.
Why not?
Only because do you know what it is? Because it's one of them ones where if Tottenham were like really, really playing well, then it's like, okay, this is squeaky bum time. Raya throws the ball to whoever it was, Romero. Then friggin' what was Declan Rice? By the way, what was Declan Rice thinking? He kicked a player in the nuts.
Pete.
What was Michael Oliver thinking, bro?
Yeah, because I was going to say this. Like these games have been won with referees on payroll. Let's be clear. Let's be clear. Let's be clear about what we've seen here. Because how on earth you saw a man volley? He volleyed Ben Davies' thigh. He volleyed his thigh. You looked directly at this and said, "Nah,
more than his thigh."
I'm saying
we said he volleyed his ancestors.
One kid didn't make it.
Were disintegrated.
He volleyed his future generations. Fair.
There's one kid that's definitely not making it now. You know what I'm saying? But like
he made generational wealth for what?
You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, bruv, like this is what Spurs needed to actually get some goals in this game. Because in the first half, obviously, they had the ball and they kind of like Arsenal didn't really look great, but we looked relaxed. Usually in years gone by, if this was happening, I feel like crap. The wind's gonna blow the other way.
I was telling one of my clients that like you lot's problem has always been that you play the occasion and not the game. And I was like, listen, it's another game. You are much better than Tottenham this year. And will promise you one thing: he will not change. He's not adapting.
Cheer up, Pastor Coglu.
I think that's that's where I worry about him for next season. That like he's been sussed and he's not making any attempts to be flexible or adapt. And I'm not going to change my style of play.
Can I hold you to that first of all? Yeah, because them were gnawing him off at the start of the season.
No. What you've been doing is you've been
bro. Hang on.
What the
Ange was saying. Bro, Ange was saying this at the start of the season. I ain't changing my style for nobody. Oh, ain't that great? Isn't it great? He's sticking to his philosophy. Isn't it great? Excuse me? He's going to lose the Champions League to Aston Villa this season because he wouldn't adapt or change his ways.
Yeah, but the issue here is that when better managers do it, it's calm. Like, I don't have a problem with him saying that as an overarching mentality. But because Pep didn't change his style of football for years. And then one time, I don't know if you remember, Robin, yeah, he came to Old Trafford and he did exactly that what Arsenal been doing for a couple games now. That Tony Pulis football, he just let us have the ball because every time he came to Old Trafford and we let him have the ball, we killed him. Do you know what I mean? So in the initial years of Pep being in England, it was noble to do that. Do you know what I mean? Especially because man were laughing at him saying, "You think you're some football messiah." What we said in the beginning of the season was Ange Postecoglou is playing good football, and he is. The issue here is you are at a club where you're not guaranteed the level of backing that other managers are, And in the Premier League, people suss you out quickly. Do you know what I mean? We sussed out Arsenal from last season very quickly, and then this year he added Declan Rice, and things changed. Arsenal are playing more of a not park the bus. I think that's a bit of a lazy analysis, but you lot will sit back and let teams come at you. Do you know what I mean? So my issue with Postecoglou isn't the style of play, because it's good. The issue is your adaptability with the squad you have to be able to sustain this with Europa League coming in, with League Cup, because he got knocked out of both competitions quite quickly. So the issue isn't the style of play, because if you swap Timo Werner for a better winger,
big issue. It's a frigging big issue. When you got your squad, when you got the squad you've got, I'm sorry, the style of play is not going to improve that Tottenham side. And guess what? They're going to miss out on the Champions League this year. You talk about backing. He bought 7 players this season. He bought 7 of them. How many of them do you think played in the Champions League before? I think only one of them, who's on their bench. Okay? And the summer they're going to enter this summer, not one Champions League player is going to enter that Tottenham side. Not one. Okay? Some of the signings he signed, he doesn't even play anymore. Okay? So at the end of the day, what's my man's name? The centre half, Dragisan. What's he doing on the bench?
He's done in January.
It was depth. It was always depth.
Bro, he used to start every game. When he joined, he started every game.
Nah, that's not true. That's not true.
It's not true. I see my man make his debut at Everton away. I see him make his debut at Everton away. I see him play against what's my man's name?
When he first started. That's not true, man.
Oh my God! Are you telling me he was not starting games? Are you telling me Dragisan was not starting games?
Starting every game is hyperbole.
Even Werner came in January. No, he's played.
Yo, PP's got a point, bro. Because you see Timo Werner, right?
Yeah.
If Tottenham signed that guy on a permanent deal,
which they will.
I'm washing my hands of that club.
Which they will. They will sign him.
Why were your hands on that anyway?
Huh?
Why were your hands on that anyway?
No, to be fair, you're right. Awful.
Timo Werner on a loan made sense to me in terms of squad depth. If you assess what you saw at Chelsea and what you saw in his second chapter at Leipzig, and the 6 months he's had here, and you sign him on a permanent, that's on you, bro.
So you hold that.
Yeah, you have to hold that. Me, I didn't have stock in that at all, because I said, if it's a 6-month loan, let's see what on. And for me, for when they're in transition and attack, I think it's a good outlet. But again, what are you actually producing? No. Tottenham will be an interesting customer next season, because they're in all competitions next season, and I'm not sure he's of the level of like security in terms of like his coaching ability as someone like Unai Emery, who's been here before with multiple clubs. He knows how to deal with a squad. Like his squad's in the semi-final. Them are not going to make, in my opinion, they're going to make Champions League before Tottenham. But yeah, for me, the issue with Postecoglou, in my opinion, is like squad depth. I don't think it's a style of play, because I think it works. I just think that, like, for example, he's got a right winger playing up top this season. Richarlison had like a good little bit of form in the Christmas period, but again, sustainability with the squad you have, I think, is the question.
The thing is, this summer, you say it'll be interesting.
Guys, by the way, I'm so sorry to cut you, Peter. Yeah, are you watching this Barcelona game?
No, I didn't. Yeah,
it's 1-1. It's spicy.
It's 2-1.
I'm behind then.
It's 2-1. It's 2-1 Valencia. Yeah. The howler because literally before I came to the pod, to Sturgeon had a like werewolf, wolf, lichen, flipping howler at the moon, bro. It was yeah, and then now Valencia are 2-1 up in the fake Nou Camp.
Yeah, penalty. I've just seen a penalty. Yeah.
So, Ernest, you reckon the highest of lines that was played by Ange Postecoglou was a good idea, or I
think the best teams do it.
And also,
but look at his back. Look at his back four though.
No. That's what I'm saying. I think it's not a style of play issue. It's a personnel issue. That's what I'm saying.
But the thing is, you've got to be able to, when it's not worked all season long. When I say not worked, as in Tottenham's ambition this season was to finish in the top 4, right? And was given lifelines beyond measure, because United and Chelsea wet the bed this year, right?
And he's cups early.
And he got knocked out of cups early. He's still not in the top 4, behind Villa, which we can say what we want about Villa, right? But Tottenham really shouldn't be behind Villa, but we understand that there's a better coach at Villa. And maybe the players are probably the same. I don't know.
Emery's a better coach than Ange, and he's had 6 months extra.
No doubt. No doubt. But like, for example, Newcastle wet the bed this year. It's not like they've got competition for that top 4 place, bar Villa, which you would expect Tottenham to deal with, even with their style of play, even with the lack of
I'll be honest,
that they have and whatnot.
There's a big Harry Kane filled hole at that ground, man. Like
is scoring goals their problem?
Well, when you're not
30 out.
Like 30, yeah.
No, but the thing is, no, don't get me wrong. Yeah, you're absolutely right. It's going to have an effect. But can I tell you something that's really alarming? Spurs do not keep clean sheets. They don't defend well.
That's not alarming.
Bro, when I tell you ask me when their last clean sheet was.
It's Romero and Van der Ven.
I mean, listen, you got to keep clean sheets even at home.
It's Christian Romero and Van der Ven.
Listen, you ain't got to tell me, right? I understand. But I'm looking. Look, if we go to their results this season, I mean, there's some alarming numbers here. You can't tell. Look, 3-2 with Arsenal, right? 4-0 at Newcastle. They got pumped at Newcastle, right? Even at Forest at home, they still conceded. West Ham away, they conceded. Luton at home, they conceded. They got pumped by Fulham. They beat Villa. So 10th of March was their last clean sheet. Which, by the way, the home clean sheets, I can't find them. You're at home.
Yeah, for real.
Where's the home? Look, I'm scrolling. I'm still scrolling. Ernest, can I ask you a question?
No, I never. You're telling me their last home clean sheet was in October of 2023.
That's mad.
The 23rd of October was their last clean sheet.
I said it wasn't even Halloween.
That's alarming. They don't keep clean sheets, bro.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't. Christian Romero is a criminal, and Van der Ven is rapid, but it's his first prem, and I'm not really too confident that he alone. Like I think he did so well against Arsenal on Sunday, because it could have been worse.
He's been sent by himself at a point.
If his pace was not a factor, it would have been long. It would have been long, man.
David, talk to me, man. What like? Surely you got something, bro. We slapped up these two teams. Surely 8 goals.
Now, David, it's the North London derby, man. Like surely you can give me more than
big man.
It's 3 points.
Big man. I'm going for a title, bruv.
No, David.
I don't give a damn.
We all understand the broader context. But you're if we Man United, as bad as we are, if we were in your position and on our way to fight and say Arsenal beat Man City 3-2, and we all know how the other 2 goals went, I beat you in a derby, I'm gassed for at least 2 days. At least.
No.
I've
seen this guy. Hear my thoughts. I've seen this guy bottle top 4. I've seen you bottle the thing.
And he learned from both.
Has he? Has he?
Hold on.
Oh, come on.
Has he? Has he? Hold on. If everyone wins all 4 games, we finish how many points behind City? 2.
So you're telling me? So wait. So you're telling me you're going to win all those games? That's not learning.
No, I'm waiting and seeing.
No. You're saying the scenario you put to me was if everyone wins their games. That means you're capable of winning those games. And what I'm saying to you, if you win those games, you go from 5 points last season to 2 points behind, in my opinion, the greatest Premier League team of all time.
On a high tally as well.
I'm not happy.
Like, are you being for real?
That.
You can't celebrate.
Yeah, I'm being dead serious.
You can't celebrate North London derby because of last year and yesterday's mistakes. That's harsh.
I don't care.
That's not.
You know me. You know me, blood.
No.
David. You're talking to someone. You said Arsenal won't win the league.
David,
you're talking to someone. You said Arsenal won't win the league.
You can't operate on pessimism in isolated incidents. You can't say that because the North London derby you can't make the North London derby another game. This is the biggest North London derby in 20 years.
Okay, we won it.
The last time it was this big, Lloyd Banks was on top of the pops.
Yeah.
That's the last time it was this big.
Guys,
the last time it was this big, Sony Ericsson Walkmans were the #1 selling phone on
Eddie's cooking.
You're telling me you can't take a day to say, man, I'm not popping Dom P. I'm just gonna pop a young Veuve Clicquot. I'm just gonna
No.
Ernest,
No.
Can I ask, how is this year's North London derby different to last year's?
because Arsenal were going for the title.
Weren't you going for the title last year?
It was earlier.
Last year was when, was it January?
It was earlier. It was
They
much
got it in January. You know what I'm saying? We're in the depths of April. You know what I mean? Like, this is on. This is right here.
May is what, in 2 days?
It's on Wednesday. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Like, David, I understand your overall stance. You're trying to be cautious till the very end. But, okay, cool. I'll put it this way. How mad is your celebration going to be if you win the league? Because this is just...
It's going to have a fit.
Like,
you won't make it.
No. Hold on. Guys, I've said this from the beginning. If we win the league, congratulations. I was wrong. You know me, I stand up in it. I was wrong. No, I was wrong.
No bedlam, nothing. No,
you know what? Yeah, you know what? Yeah,
David, if you win the league, I am not going to think about whether you were wrong.
No, bro, I stand on, bro. I'm accountable for.
He's standing on business.
All the words.
Robin. If Arsenal win the league, it is no longer about Peter versus David.
It's definitely not. It's definitely not.
Look. Mira said I'm not allowed to the parade, bro.
It's okay. Because Mira.
Mira and Peter. I've been abused all season.
Okay, let me tell you something right now.
Because Mr. Samurai,
congratulations. Congratulations, we won the league.
There will not be any sleep for 24 hours. The amount of alcoholic beverages that will be on the deck. Oh my god! And then I'll head straight to work for the parade, half cut. Like we're not gonna sit here and act like let's say congratulations, well done.
He's gonna go back to work with coming fresh from the tattoo shop with Mikel Arteta's face on the forearm.
We got super David,
David, you genuinely believe that
attack
about red card Valencia?
We won the league and we won the lane.
Like,
come on.
Listen.
When it happens, come chat to me, bro.
No, I said, Peter's got to give you his chain as a joke. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's a joke. Like real talk, yeah.
Real talk.
I'm not saying you can't hold your stance. You're entitled to what you want to do. I'm saying this is the biggest North London derby, and you beat them semi-comfortably. Yeah. First half, you bop them, and then mistakes happen. If the mistakes cost you at the end of the season, then okay, cool. Those are the mistakes that cost you at the end of the season. And we'll go back to Aston Villa and we'll say, you know what? Man should have won that game. Fair enough. But you're telling me that there are 9 points available for Arsenal. And if you get those 9 points, you're on 89 points. You were on 83 last season. And there's a potential that you win the league. There's a potential that you finish the closest second finish you've had in 20 years. And you're telling me that you can't even do a little Azonto for the North London derby.
No.
This is crazy. This is insane.
It's all mad.
You know what?
The comment section, guys.
I rate it because
what do you rate, man? What do you rate?
No, because he's not changed his position all season long.
We're not asking him to change his position. We're not asking him to.
Just say yes.
When I see Odegaard,
the thing is, I know why he's not saying yes, because people will say yes, and then people will be like, "Oh, why are you celebrating for?" You said that, So that's what I'm understanding.
But like, look, all of our teams have goals for the season, but but it doesn't mean, like, even if you don't meet those goals, that doesn't mean you can't enjoy football along the way. Arsenal have just slapped Chelsea 5-0. You've then gone into North London derby 3-0 up at half time. I mean, if you can't, because the thing is.
Pull up.
But I think Ernest, what your question?
Pull up Endo's comment.
Ernest's question to David was, "What would you do if Arsenal win the league?" And your answer was, "I'll say I'm wrong." So basically, what you're saying is you won't even enjoy the winning.
That's insane.
So what's the point? What's the point of withholding yourself all of this? Like, winning the league is fun along the way. It's not just fun at the end.
Before David answers, this is this kind of stuff that I want to start addressing more and more often. They won the three-peat. Yeah, they won the three-peat and the treble in the same year. There is no Premier League team. I don't care because I've always maintained they're not the best City team, but that's the great City. That's the greatest Premier League team. If you do the treble and the three-peat in the same year, no one's touching you. I'm so sorry. No one is touching you. No one is.
Broski.
No, I'm not arguing against it because I just want to question: is it better? Because you know how United in their three-peat they also did the treble. Is it greater than that? Just want to think what your thoughts
about
are
the old
on
days.
that.
I'm joking.
They're the old days.
They're the old days. No, but I'm asking because it's slightly different understanding, but I get what you mean. So I'm just double checking. I'm like,
Wait. What?
Two teams have done the same. If City four-peat, so basically United's three-peated, but they did their treble mid, whereas City did it at their current. So in their third season, if that makes sense.
Why would that make a difference in how good it is?
No, because he's saying that it's the best City, the best three-peat, and then you got treble. I was like, it's what we've done. So I just double asking. I was like, okay, are you saying it's greater than that? That's what I was just asking.
Yeah. In terms of the accomplishments, I'd say they're the same, right?
Yeah. If City four-peat, then I can't chat.
No, I don't think anyone can chat now.
Yeah.
And I think yeah.
Anyway, let me get through some of these comment sections. Miraj says City will drop points. Mark my words. Tah's asking where before you told me it was Brighton and it got slapped up. You know what I'm saying?
No. On the real. Okay, he's giving us accountability because I say, yeah, we need. Cool. So those are the games, yeah.
And I said it will happen. Fulham. I can't lie, Miraj. Miraj, I'm not gonna lie. If you saw how awful Spurs were on the weekend, I have no hope on them doing it.
I turned off the game. At
They are awful. Spurs are absolute garbage. I'm so sorry.
Who's at home for that game? The Spurs.
Spurs are at home.
If Spurs get a point from that game, their fans will riot.
They'll boo. Their fans will boo.
Could you imagine Spurs handing Arsenal the league?
Oh, I couldn't think of anything else.
Their fans would lose it. Their fans would absolutely lose it.
It's like Everton. Everton was celebrating and they got screwed against Man City. They were celebrating.
Right, I need to move this on. We've waxed lyrical about the Arsenal FC, and rightly so, because we've frigging done our ting, blood. You know what I'm saying? Oscar, you know what I'm saying? Arsenal making Oscar leave at 5-0, bruv. That's got to be one. If I don't get a title this year, at least I got something to say on that note. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. My brother walked out of the stadium, the shamelessness of walking out at goal number 5. Incredible scenes, Jeff.
But word to David, it will all be worthless if you don't win that league. Shout out.
SW6 definitely says something along them lines. None of this matters if Arsenal don't win the league. It's the truth.
No, guys, these are all trolls, blood. Yeah, these are all trolls. At the end of the season, if Arsenal don't win the league, yeah, they did this last season. Anyway. No.
David,
all season. Yeah, look at Arsenal. Look at it. I told them, man.
And it's justified.
Yes.
Since your manager was gobbling meat in Dubai, you've been the best. You've been the best team in the league.
You gotta get that protein in, blood. I told man. I'm not against getting the protein.
I forgot about that.
You've lost one game since you was down in that.
You forgot.
You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, listen, man, my team's been amazing. All I ask now, Arsenal, make City work for it on the last day. You know what I'm saying? Make them work for it on the last day. Let's not go out of a whimper.
Do you know what I think?
What we did last year, and let's not do what Liverpool have done this season, for example. Like, we need to make sure City go to West Ham and have to win. David, is the West Ham game at the London Stadium?
City, mate.
Off a flip side.
It's at the Etihad.
So what? So City's last 4 games, are Wolves at home,
win,
Fulham away, Spurs at home, and
win.
Robin, you know what I love about all this?
West Ham
is that Arsenal fans were moving like they're the only team who don't hate watch. I'm like, guys, this is a part of the game.
It's a big part of the
game. Adrian was out here moving like TD Jakes telling us in the group chat, guys, You man are scammer. I'm like, brother, hating is part of the game.
Is it me hate watching because I want to know what they're doing? Because obviously it affects my team.
You want them to lose.
Wait.
That's different. It's a different
Peter,
context.
do you want City to win the league?
But
No.
it's his benefit.
So if you're out here calculating 4 weeks before the thing is done, and you're hoping for a loss, that's not hating.
Oh, well, I'm hoping for a loss because my team, it affects my team.
Hater.
Bro, the thing is, we've got Man United fans watching a Man City game or an Arsenal game, hoping they lose when they've got no dog in the fight.
Because we're hating.
Hold on.
Okay, that's hating. That I can understand. That could be hating. Fair enough. Then you're admitting to that. Fair enough. I don't consider it hating because I want City to drop points. I win the league if they drop points. I care about winning the league. I care about winning the league.
I understand what Peter's watching. I understand what Peter's saying, but I feel like the emotions when you watch the game are the same. Like
Probably,
you
yeah,
are just waiting for
quite possibly. No, quite possibly.
like
Guys, I don't think you understand.
What do you say? What do you say when City go 1-0 up?
I had a drink in my hand when Chris Wood missed that chance at the City ground.
Bro, brother, did you see how many chances Nottingham Forest missed, blood?
They had so many
chances,
chances.
blood.
Anyway, let's move it along. Arsenal beat Spurs and they also beat Chelsea. But you know what? Let's talk about Chelsea very quickly because I think we was on that conversation anyway. Chelsea pegging back Aston Villa. Oscar, I mean, compared to what you've seen this week, right? With obviously losing to Arsenal and then doing what they did against Villa, it almost felt like two different Chelseas. Where are you with the whole thing? Like, and did I have a little bit of a point in what I was saying last week regarding Chelsea because of what I saw at the Villa game? I saw a lot of positives in that Villa game, even if you'd lost. And Oscar's live from Tripoli.
My man went from 180 to 240p.
That
240p is finished.
That's from Libya. What's going on here? All right, he has to come back. Anyone got anything on Chelsea of late, the Villa game? Anybody have anything to touch on that before we move it on?
Did I even watch it, bro? Man, get out of here, man.
I thought Emery ruined it at the end, but they got the points.
I'll tell you what, Unai Emery, guys, I'm smelling Arsenal 2019, bro. I'm smelling it from him, bro. When he got pumped, where did he get pumped? He got beat up at what ground? There was a game where he wet the bed, and I was like, why has he done this? Why is he doing that?
Sorry, lads, I'm back.
Oscar, we're alive. We're alive.
Yeah. Well,
Pegging Aston Villa is like a bisexual in a freeze.
Whoa.
guys, Mirad.
Hey, yo.
Nah, man, nah. Stop that.
I'm not involved. I'm not involved.
Mirad, what's that?
Yeah, come on.
I'm not involved, mate.
Brother.
What is that?
Chelsea,
And I'm like, brother, like, how did your mind get to there?
That's on a real. That's imagination at its best.
What does that even mean?
Because I can't even piece it together. I'm trying to make it work.
The thing is, I'm trying to figure out, but then I don't want my mind to go there.
It goes so left. It goes so left.
What?
Whoever come up with that banner, he's not that guy still.
So of course it's this guy. This guy that's top left.
Hey, Barca's a racist club. They got some black youths here in Barca kids doing some mad African dances for the halftime show.
Yeah.
Are they the Ugandan kids?
That's racismo, man.
No, it might be the girl.
There's that
Chelsea thing. That Chelsea the
Bro, you would have no Juans or no Joaos doing halftime shows, bro.
Hey, look, if they can dance, man, they can get it cracking.
Do you remember when Xavi said Titi out to warm up so he could get boots? Because he wasn't trying to terminate his contract.
Oscar, talk to me, man. Chelsea, what Chelsea? Is this the Chelsea you've become accustomed to all season?
Yeah. First thing first, can you not hear me? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good. Chelsea against Villa. Yeah, pretty much what Lola's saying, isn't it? Same Chelsea that we've seen all season. I think we were better in this game than we've been in a lot of games. I think we were kind of like, you know how Tottenham just all of a sudden found themselves 2-0 down, and it was quite unfortunate for them. That's how Chelsea were against Villa. We had a game plan. We was playing all right, dominating the ball. When we went up their end, couldn't do jack. When they came down their end, our end, everything was a goal. We were just 2-0 down in the space of minutes. But shout out to the team, innit? They fought back. We had to bounce back from the midweek game. Because if you lose 5-0 and then you're half-time 2-0 down to Aston Villa, you're looking like you're on the end of another battering. Like if their heads dropped, because truthfully, against Arsenal, their heads dropped, innit? Their heads dropped when that second goal went in, and then we just collapsed. That same mentality could have happened again against Aston Villa, but they didn't. And you know, we got a point thanks to an excellent goal from Noni Madueke. I've been talking about Noni, bro. I've been telling you guys, like, respect the kid. Like,
What do you like about him?
I like the fact that, first of all, the lost art of wingers actually wanting to take on their man. Like, come on, guys. Hello. Like back, you know, now every winger wants to be Neymar. Back in the day, wingers wanted to take on their man and go and do dribble and beat players. You know what I mean? It's why we love players like I don't know, like your Sanes, your even Sadio Mane. Not the most trickery players, because Madueke is not going to do 100 step-overs, but he's going to go direct and try to beat his player. Do you know what I mean? And then when he does that, he can get himself in the box. He's got a really good striking technique on his left foot. We've seen it happen once on his right foot too. He scored a banger with his right against Luton this year. But yeah, and he's only 22 years old. So give the kid more game time, and then he will arrive. But it's a similar situation to Nicholas Jackson, as I was saying before. Perhaps expecting a top 4 side or a title race side from a player like Noni Madueke in his infancy, it's not realistic. It's not realistic expecting that from a 22-year-old. So I feel for him because next season, I think he's going to get a lot more game time. He's going to be thrown into the fire. But I think he will rise with the occasion. By 25, 26, I think we'll be seeing a really good winger from him.
So Oscar, so obviously you're cooking, you're making some good points about Noni. How many other players in the squad do you think are a similar sort of place, wherein they're sort of 22, 23, they're simmering, the breakout's about to come, like you expected them to, basically like develop and kick on next season? I'm really
too many. Badiashile was another player who had a really great game against Aston Villa. You guys have heard me talk about this guy on the podcast. I think he's a very, very good centre back this season. No cap, he's been awful at the Emirates. Oh my goodness, this guy was absolutely shocking. I like it. I said this has to be his twin brother out there. It has to be somebody else playing, because he's just been really, really poor this season. Can't place a pass, not in the right areas. You know, he's a beast in terms of size. The guy's like 6'4", but he's not winning headers. You're thinking, what's going on? You were dominating last season. What's happened to you this season? So yeah, he's one that I think a bit of game time, a bit of confidence, he'll blossom. Same with Noni. Same with Caicedo. Same with I don't know, Levi Colwill. There's a lot of good promising talent at Chelsea.
All of a sudden,
All
of a sudden, you've got a spine.
No, but that's not a spine, though. That's not a spine.
Like a core.
AD, if there's one thing I learned out of this Chelsea of this week anyway, I had my strong opinions on Chelsea on Tuesday night. Don't get me wrong, and then on Saturday night, was it Saturday night you played Villa?
It was Saturday night.
Huh? It was, yeah.
It was.
If there's one thing I kind of felt sorry for, was your boss, Mr. Maurizio Pochettino, only because do you know what it is? Only because on a real, you got a bunch of idiots on the pitch, mate. Like in terms of just like, no, Oscar, you can't say cap. Look at how they were acting at the what's it called? Your mate Noni, actually, funny enough, he was lucky to not freaking get sent off, because he was mouthing off at the linesman on 2 occasions where Conor Gallagher had come over to sort of like have a word with him and be like, look,
he's got to fix those attitude problems. I think
he definitely has an attitude problem. I've seen it about 3 times this season.
Not to a bad extent. I think it's nothing that like a manager that really, you know, if he had like a Mourinho, you know, those tough love managers that put their arm around him, I think it will come out of his game really quickly. Maybe he's still very, very young. He's still just turned 22. That kid.
Yeah, that's the thing. Listen, they're all young. They're all young freaking kids. That's the problem. And obviously, seeing the news about Thiago Silva, which I'm sure you will touch on, it got me thinking. Like, the one thing that they have at least is there's some strong backbone in that place in the dressing room, in the on the training pitch to kind of put these guys in line. Because a lot of these lot seem kind of like without a shepherd. Do you know what I'm saying? Not to make it they lack leaders. None of that cliche stuff. But just genuinely speaking, like there is if Chelsea, if a manager or whoever it is can mold these players in a certain light, I genuinely think like they can get a tune, but you definitely need to buy experience. It's not even a question. When Pochettino mentioned it a couple of weeks ago, and people were like, how can he be asking for more players? No. He needs experience. He needs cool heads in that side because they're going to run amok. It's going to be the inmates running the asylum as it looks. These players, Oscar, correct me if I'm wrong, they could be left in a room by themselves and they'll have a fight with each other. They can just start fighting with each other for no reason.
Yeah.
So SW6 makes this point here. Who do you credit, the players or the manager, for the halftime fixer? Where are you on that?
I credit the manager. Because he made a tactical change. He converted Cucurella into more of like an inverted midfielder, similar to how Zinchenko plays for Arsenal, where he just tucks in and he helps out the midfield whilst also playing that left back role. And it just meant we had an extra body in midfield, which was helping out Caicedo and Gallagher. So that then allowed the team to flow a little bit better. And like I said, in the first half, we weren't far off Villa anyway.
No,
Villa just scored when they got the chances.
I said in the group chat, I can't believe Chelsea are 2 down.
Yeah, and
it was more so. I think more so for the fact that how did Villa score 2 goals? If that makes sense.
Yeah, one of them is an own goal from Cucurella, and then the other one's just a brilliant finish from Rodgers. But I think
nothing. Villa second half. They offered nothing.
They not much in the first half, and absolutely nothing in the second. So I think like decent performance from Chelsea. Push on. I still really, really want Chelsea to get 6th this season. I think looking at Man United, I'm looking at them like, come on, they're not going to win many games from now to the rest of the year. We have to win ours, and obviously Newcastle's just beneath them as well, who we're chasing. But I think 6th place is definitely up for grabs for Chelsea. We've got Spurs on Thursday, whom we can beat. After that, I think we've got Brighton away, then a West Ham. And then our final game is, I think, Bournemouth? I could be wrong. But yeah, you can see there with the points. Chelsea have 2 games in hand.
It's frigging tight.
One on United. 1 game in hand on United. So, let's say we win our game, we're then 3 points behind United. So I'm banking on United to lose any of their next couple of games because they've got a difficult run. So I just think, we can go, like, if we just lock in and win our next games, we can be in one of the Conference League or the Europa.
What do you reckon from the comment there from Endo? He says that Europa League is really good for Chelsea, gives them room for rotation and experience. Also, another avenue for the Champions League.
Yeah, 100%. I think when Chelsea are in European competitions, we like to try and win them. We're not on this just here to get to the quarterfinals and lose. And that's not even disrespecting. I just mean like the Dibby Cups, the Europa League, and if we end up in the conference, we'll go and win the conference. That's who Chelsea are. But I just think adding those extra games to give players confidence, to give players time, to give them the ability to grow, to get your strikers some goals against some minnows in flipping, I don't know, Sweden or wherever they're from. I can't see that being a negative. We've done the out of Europe year. We did that this year, and look where we've ended up. We're barely about to scratch back into Europe. So I don't see the argument for going another Europe-less year. Like
I'm sure you see the frustrations here. Like SW6 is saying, look, Chelsea have had so many opportunities to go above Man United and haven't done it because they are good.
I mean, Chelsea dropped points against Sheffield United and Burnley this season. I mean, black people.
Oscar, lastly, before we move on, give me your thoughts on Thiago Silva, who's announced that he's going to be leaving Chelsea at the end of the season. Your thoughts? I know he has a special place in that heart of yours.
You know what? Ernie's comment I had me dying for a good 30 minutes. The music was fantastic.
The music on the announcement. I mean, we know Thiago Silva is a man of God, first of all, and when he came to Chelsea, everybody thought he was an old crook, but he looked like a man transfigured. The light was shining on him as he guided us to a Champions League win, which I will never forget personally. That back four: Rudiger, Christensen, Thiago Silva, Aspi and Reece James, that conceded the least goals of any Champions League winning campaign ever. That to me is sensational. The guy is, if you were creating a centre back, personally, I'm creating them in the mold of Thiago Silva. Excellent with the ball at his feet, composed, can pass the ball 30 yards, can win his aerial duels.
Physical in his prime as well.
Yeah, in his prime, because towards the back end of that Chelsea career, we were seeing
the Milan.
Yeah,
Milan
like it was
days.
mobile.
Yeah, Milan days. It's just a shame he spent most of his career in that Uber Eats league. But it had he come to Chelsea sooner, I would have loved to have seen him with a Premier League medal, because he's worthy of that. He's worthy of that. In the last few years, Chelsea have not had a team worthy of challenging for anything in the league. We've just simply not been good enough, and it's a shame that we've surrounded him with so many kids and inexperienced players and inexperienced managers. But Thiago Silva is a Rolls Royce, easily in my all-time Chelsea 11, sat there right next to he who shall not be named. And I think we're definitely gonna miss him when he's gone. We're definitely gonna miss him. I was annoyed because upstairs I've got a Chelsea shirt with Thiago Silva's name on the back. I was supposed to bring it down, but I completely forgot. But yeah, Thiago Silva, what a legend.
It's not retirement, isn't it? It's just leaving Chelsea in the season.
No, he's just leaving Chelsea. I think the aim for him is to go back to Brazil and do a year there. But he said in that powerful leaving documentary with the Maverick City music underneath, his children play for Chelsea. Both his kids play for Chelsea, and they're going to continue to play for Chelsea. So I don't know what that means.
Mikel Arteta and Edu, you're Brazilian, man. Do me a favor.
You do me a favor.
Get on the frigging dial.
What does he bring to your team?
Experience, eliteness, elite level. Mate, this is not a debate, bro. If you can get Thiago Silva on a free, you bring him to the club.
What's Gucci doing these days?
Even if he doesn't play 1 ounce on the pitch, let me tell you,
Thiago Silva goes down as the oldest outfield player to ever play for Chelsea in the Premier League. So that's a feat in itself. The only disgrace, the only stain that Chelsea Football Club put on Thiago Silva's time at the club is that he 1000% should have captained the club. After Aspi left, it's an absolute disgrace. They put it on James, and then Chilwell as backup. Disgraceful. He should have been captain.
Saying that though, wasn't it him that sort of said, "Do not make me the captain"?
That's not confirmed. I assume that's what happened. I think
I'll be gobsmacked if he's not come out and said, "Look, don't make me captain. Give it to one of the youngers." No. And it's just been a case of the manager just said, "No."
Here's what I think. I think the board decided we're gonna, they signed all these kids with no experience. I think they said we want to crown Reece James as the new star boy. We're getting rid of Mount, so we're gonna give James the captaincy to appease the fans after getting rid of Mount, and then they made Chilwell the backup. I think that was a choice from them. I think Thiago said, if you're going to give it to them, then give it to them. Don't ever give me that armband. And that's why Conor Gallagher wears it now. But yeah, shout out the boy, shout out Chelsea. Sympathy for Pochettino. The injuries he's had to deal with this season are like no other. I think if we have our players fit this season, we're not talking about whether Chelsea make Europe. We're talking about a top 4 race.
Yeah, can I just say on this game, VAR are a disgrace, man.
Oh! I never even got into it. Sorry, guys.
The last minute winner, innit?
Sorry, guys. Because again, why are these referees so dumb? Why are they dumb? Why are they just looking at stuff and not calling anything, waiting for VAR to make a decision on their behalf? It's absolutely pathetic. First of all, guys, I have not cared about a Chelsea football match in such a long time, but I screamed when Disasi put that ball in the back of the net. I absolutely screamed. I was so happy to see a last-minute winner from a comeback. I don't think I've ever seen Chelsea come back from 2 goals down to win a game 3-2. I don't think I've ever seen that happen. So for us to do that, it was special. It was special that it was this team that was able to do it. And quite frankly, if the referee had given a foul first time around, there's not much to complain about. He does nudge the player in front of him. However, Luiz backs into Badiashile. So there's the backing in and then there's the nudging. So there's a bit of both. It's argy-bargy. It's a 50-50 in my opinion. So why on earth the referee has gone to the monitor? I don't really get it. Why have they sent the referee to the monitor when he's in plain sight and he's seen a 50-50 take place and he's gone one way?
I've got sympathy, Oscar. I'll tell you why. only because it led to a goal. Like I think they thought, just have a look at this because this is very important. It's a big moment in the game. Blah blah. I don't think if it led to a goal, I don't think there'll be much going on.
Can I ask you a question, Peter?
Go for it.
On Tuesday night, Chelsea played against Arsenal. Noni Madueke was brought down by Gabriel. Arsenal took the ball, went up the other end and scored. Yeah. In the stadium, you guys played the tackle from Gabriel on Noni as a replay. You showed the foul again as a replay.
Mate.
The game was not brought back. Nothing happened. The VAR did not check the goal. Can you explain that one to me, Pete? Is that like when you won the game 5-0? This is not about who's better. Just that moment in general.
No, I think they had a ricket. I think someone in the gantry. I don't want to hot him up. I think they've had a ricket.
Why did they show it on TV?
Because they're not supposed to show it. They were not supposed to show that. I can assure you that much. They were
Fantastic.
not
So I say that to say Chelsea do feel a bit disheartened by VAR. I mean, it wasn't the worst decision in the world. There's been far worse, but to rule out a last-minute winner, obviously painful. But yeah, let's move on, man. Let's move on.
But one quick question: can we go back to North London derby? Yeah. No. Hold on, I forgot. I didn't bring it up. You see, what's my man? The equalizer that got ruled out.
Yeah.
Now they showed two different angles. There's one wide one where it shows Gabriel's backside playing my man on side.
Yeah.
Why was the line drawn at his feet? I don't understand.
Apparently, even the ball came off Tomiyasu.
More than Tomiyasu. Tomiyasu kicked it into Gabriel, and then it went to Van de Ven. So 2 Arsenal players actually touched that ball before it went back. But I think the argument would be Tomiyasu doesn't have to clear the ball if there isn't an offside player behind him. So that's maybe where they're going.
Forget that one.
But if the ball comes, no.
That's not my issue. I don't care who touched it.
That's my issue because Arsenal fans like to pretend. Like I always say, I like the corruption that benefits me. Yeah. So if it was Arsenal players, yeah, they would have been screaming at the ref. The ref is more bent than a £9 note. No problem. When it benefits you.
All right, cool. All right, we move on.
No. This year, I'm exposing all the frauds in the fan village.
The frauds.
All of you. Because when I saw that, David, I said, hold on. That equalizer should have stood.
No, this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying.
Silence.
I looked at it. I was just like,
Listen, David. Wait, I gotta let me get this straight.
Guys, hold on. Guys, I do this all the time.
Are you kidding me?
You know me, Adrian. Remember
I don't know you no more. Are you freaking kidding me?
Stop it.
You've gone back to it.
No, bruv. It was just a question. We'll talk about VAR. And I thought, I just remember this. Bro, I just look at me, I'm offside. When I see something that looks dodgy, I'll call it out, mate, even if it benefits me or not. I'll say,
Anyway, listen.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm just saying, innit?
You know what, though? That penalty, yeah?
Which one?
The one that led to Saka's goal.
Oh, the Kulusevski one.
He clips him, though. I don't know.
That one.
Hey, guys?
I'm not involved.
We've seen it given.
We've
seen them given. And also, anyway, we know the referees. Yeah, we know the referees are not good. The referees are not good. VAR is not good. We've been here, done that, and bought the t-shirt. I told you from Newcastle away, Villa away. I was done. I can't talk about them. Whether it benefits me or if it's against me, I can't talk about them. I hate the fact that we have them in this football.
So what do we do? Because now next season,
fire them all.
No. Next season is going to be a farce. No, next season is going to be a farce, yeah. Because now for the first half of the season, we're going to have the Lions thing, and then after that, they're bringing the semi-automated thing.
I thought the semi-automated thing is at the start.
Not at the beginning of the season.
No, they don't. They said
why is it halfway through?
Don't ask me, bro. Peter, go and talk to your people, blood.
They've done the job before and after. I don't know.
What's halfway through the season?
Semi-automated offside. So you see what they do in your
So
Champions League.
Yeah.
It's coming in
Listen,
next
I haven't-
season, but it won't be
quick.
straight away.
I have nothing to say.
Yeah,
nothing
I
to
mean, we should have been had that a long time ago.
I lie.
No,
To
but
be
the
honest,
Premier
that's a
League
very Premier League move. That's
You know how
very-
much it is? I'm supposed to join lives.
It's just British arrogance, mate. We're the best.
Very
I'm
Premier
like,
League.
it's
stupidity. I don't know what it is, but it's wrong. It's
Yeah,
incorrect.
it's British
AD.
delay.
AD, Oscar, quickly, two things. Oscar, number one, your mic is now a speaker. So whenever somebody talks, we can hear it through your mic. So you just change the settings to make sure you're just the mic.
Boys up its
Yeah? Sound engineering technicals, you know what I mean?
And
You
this
know.
guy.
My name's P. I know sound. Oh,
Hey!
Ooh.
Cool, I'm a
Secondly-
DJ. Guess what, guys?
AD, let's talk about your boys.
Yeah. What happened?
Liverpool. First of all,
I'm more interested in talking about this than my team.
I hear that.
In this segment here.
So someone
Yeah.
wanted to bring fire off the pitch, but not on it, blood. Talk to me, AD.
Hey!
Hey,
Talk to me.
guys,
David, you jumped too quickly. I wanted to talk
Yeah.
about Everton.
Yeah, even then.
Ah,
Where was the
Even
fire,
then.
blood? And Goodison. Where was it, cuz? Man, try to come East London, yeah?
Lose.
mm.
No time gonna lose. Because we're hot on the trail. And there's no way we're gonna fail. So get your code on. Get moving. We don't know the meaning of losing. Come on. Get down to Goodison Park. Ooh, Everton.
This guy, bro.
Never shines so bright.
You know what? I've never heard that
Read
song
all
sang
the
so
blues.
loud
No.
after 2-0.
No, it was lovely, wasn't it? Just guys, it's an emotional song. I can't lie.
Liverpool Football Club. Not even Liverpool.
Sorry, AD.
Adrian, Adrian.
Sorry.
you have been summoned to court
Hey.
for your crimes against humanity on this podcast. I heard you for 8 months talking crud.
Oh,
Coming at me.
We all heard it.
big
No,
crud. Big
saying-
starting Survivor
started-
Series 5.
It started the Big Five.
What?
I heard after the Spurs game. This is a team of champions.
Easy, my bro. Easy.
I didn't even read. I just
I
put it
didn't
up.
see. I didn't even see.
What is this
I didn't even
meant to
see
do?
what's going.
This pod has been outrageous today. The comments have been outrageous. guys.
What?
Wow. Okay, I just read
Is
the
it-
comment. Mad.
Is that serious question? Nat is asking me, why does Peter know every club chant except the Spurs ones? Have you heard the Spurs ones? Have you heard them? Oh, in this Spurs.
I don't sing it. Why you singing, bro?
Shut
Don't
up.
even hum it.
Come and bring the words out.
Don't even hum it, bro.
Because they all sound like they're friggin' never
Master,
mind.
they all sound like Harry Kane, you know.
Harry Kane, he spits when he talks. Never mind.
That's mad.
Harry Kane. Sorry if you got
big-
these your
big
drums.
big up to Lee Judges because even when he plays for England, he just hates Harry Kane.
No. I'd be curious to see as well. The Harry Kane still
It's
playing for
Harry Kane.
Spurs, and he scored a last-minute winner against City.
No, I don't
Harry
think you guys
Kane.
understand how disrespectful that is.
Oh, mate, Ernest, you didn't hear the other one. Cheer up, Pastor Coglu. Oh, what can it be to a fat Aussie banana? Almost the cheer up, Pastor Coglu. Oh, great
You
scenes,
lot-
mate.
you lot
Scenes
have
of
time,
glorious
bro.
emotion.
Nah. The North London Derby is the greatest display of hatred I've ever seen in my
Oh,
life.
no.
Ask
That's
Peter.
big derby.
Ask
That's
Peter.
derby.
When we watch Arsenal miss out on top, a man behind us walked into the wrong away section with the big Wenger jacket. Yeah, man's forehead was leaking red.
Blood.
He
Where
hemoglobin.
were you? Where were you? What ground was this?
No, the new ground.
What? Ernie? What? Crimson Mask?
Crimson
Brother,
Tide.
You look like Kane.
Wait, were you not in the away section?
We were in the away section, but he came. I want to say, correct me if I'm wrong. Like half an hour into the first half.
Brother, he missed the first opening 20 minutes of the game.
So how did you get crimson red, bro?
No, he got his freaking butt kicked outside.
Oh, dead.
Oh, we got bottled.
He
got
got smashed
bottled
up.
Oh, yeah,
you
so
know-
you're not meant to go in colours, isn't it?
Yeah,
No,
like an idiot.
because Peter said that they just changed the access point to the away section.
Ah, so he came through the normal thing.
We went through MPK. He went through Seven Sisters.
Ah, dead.
Man walked through, bruv. What? Tottenham High Road with an Arsenal penguin jacket.
Yeah, but Pete, why didn't you back it?
Are you dumb?
Bruv, are you mad?
Why did you back it
It was,
inside?
it was offering out the West Ham fan. It was offering out the West Ham fan. on a sec, but it was like,
But did you hear what Ernest just said? There's two things that was wrong with Tottenham Stadium as an away fan. Okay, number one, you have to go through Northumberland Park. That's Exhibit A.
yeah, man.
You know what you have to do to get through Northumberland Park before I get in the ground? Turn it in.
I've said it many a time. The Beyonce Stadium is the hardest stadium to get to and from. Goodness me.
We saw white men with their willies in their right hand and
What?
the artois in the left,
Wait, what?
drinking and pissing on the walls of
Oh.
cars.
You know what I'm saying? And then,
Guys,
and
guys,
then-
guys,
and the
what
thing
did
is,
you just say?
and the thing is,
What's wrong with people?
AD, the thing is, they're gonna say high five to someone later. They're literally gonna say,
Yes.
Steve, what's going on, mate? You all right, mate?
Nah, bro, that was
get this
wrong.
off.
That's your line manager on Monday, you know. Action and fool.
Have you ever seen? By the way, the charting was hilarious, wasn't it, Ernest? To be fair,
It was
even though we were getting pumped, like it was like, you know what? Can you do?
For me, the North. I agree with Gary Neville. The North London derby is the best derby in the league. By a mile.
Yeah, I think
It's the
so.
best
Yeah, by
derby.
far.
It matters when it doesn't matter. You know what I mean?
1,000%.
No, the level, bro. Do you remember when Robbie was getting carried by feds?
Yeah.
No, I don't think that's how real it is.
Bro, I have it through Intel. Yeah, when the stadium opened yesterday at Spurs, the first man to enter that ground at 12 o'clock was Robbie from AFTV. The game didn't kick off until 2 o'clock. He was in there at 12 o'clock.
Oh,
yeah,
safety.
man.
Right,
Of course.
so.
Yeah, that's dead.
Oh,
That's
he's-
dead.
he's-
No, he's a wanted man. He's a
That's
wanted
He's
dead.
a wanted man.
It's like
That's
£10. It's like £10 a pint in there. He's probably spent a bill in the 2 hours.
Oh, that's dead.
And
That's dead.
because David, just remember, like Arsenal fans don't like him.
Yeah.
Forget
A lot of it is better than
Arsenal
everything,
fans don't like it. The people accuse him of, and I've even said this in my younger days that man's trying to make money off Arsenal's downfall. Obviously, that's ignorant. But people don't like him for those reasons. They think he's just like making peas of the club. But obviously, rain, sleet, snow, Robbie's about. Do you know what I mean? Like,
And also,
Home and away.
Ernest, correct me if I'm wrong. AFT still running, right?
Yeah.
bro, the guy has 2 channels.
It's bigger
But,
than
but
ever.
do you know what's so crazy about the do you know what's so crazy about the
Sports.
perspective? The perspective is if Arsenal were good, he would be loved.
1,000%.
I
yeah.
Like, could you imagine, like, let's say there was a Leicester fan channel the year yet Leicester won the league. Like, everybody would support that.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody would still go. Those fans would still go back and watch that now. You know what I mean? It would be iconic. But the way that Arsenal fan TV rose was down to the misfortune of Arsenal, innit? You guys were terrible.
In Arsenal's like worst ever time. You know them ones. But guys, we are completely diverting off the traffic.
Yeah,
here.
we need to get
I
back
want to bring
to
this
talk.
plane back to the right platform. It needs to be departing from Terminal 3. You know what I'm saying? Heathrow Airport. Delusional. Let's get.
Aidan, talk to us about the spine. What was it? The core 5. What was it? The Fantastic
Like I
5.
said, before I was interrupted, I was told when the team went down to 9 men, I was told this is a team of champions. Like this is the crap that is going to run riot on this league from that point forward. I was told that the number 9 was not a problem. I was told 20 goals this season in all comps.
But
I
Robin,
was
you know
told.
why? You know why this is going to be dead, yeah? Do you remember when we all brought the receipts of the foul nature of Peter's commentary all last season? Yeah, and man put his nutsack on the table and he was like, "This is dead," because he's not even backing down. He's not even admitting he was wrong. Adrian's gonna admit he was wrong,
and I'm gonna laugh.
No, there's nothing to laugh. Because Adrian's sensible when he's in situations like this. Adrian's gonna be like, cool, like, because he said something earlier this season. I've never forgotten it. Yeah, he said, if I make these predictions, I'd rather put my neck on the line than just be cautious and wait. And I'm like, you can't get him, you know. You can't get Adrian, man. But anyway, AD, the floor is yours.
Well, I'm here to say the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. I'm here to answer any question.
Wait,
So you got half the Bible.
wait, hang on. Two things.
I've got a New Testament. I've got a good news.
Are you holding?
What are you stealing?
Wait there. Are you holding a New Testament and Psalms book?
Where?
Shout out, man.
What building are you?
Big up the
that
New
from?
Testament
I need to know.
and big up Psalms. Like, what's the issue?
Oscar, on a real, Oscar,
What's the issue?
to get the New Testament and Psalms, like,
Hey,
nothing else matters.
Hey, if you see anyone selling just Romans, I'm gonna buy that still.
No, you know what? You read that?
Huh?
You read it.
Now, to be fair, like on a literature on a literature thing still, yeah. Anyways, guys,
Shout out, man. Shout out,
Old Street, you know.
bro. Look, that easy one fits in your back pocket. You know what I mean?
oh man,
Message would have fit half of Christ, you know.
you've got it in your you've got your phone as well.
I don't know what the issue is. You can only read one at a time.
Yeah,
Adrian, go.
Right. No, I think ultimately I got it wrong. Unfortunately. and I said, yeah, like I mean, look, I'm not gonna say and argue. I said, right, we came into Survivor Series, right? And I told you we needed 5 men to rise, we needed 5 men to step up to the fore, and they didn't. And Ernest is spot on, like, there's nothing for me to say, bro. Darwin Núñez, he's a donkey, and he's cost us when it mattered most. He did. I was backing this man more than I backed my own son. I gave this man grace after grace after grace after grace after grace.
And I need you to tag Peter in this section as well, because he was backing you, talking about, Adrian, don't mind these people. Trust me, I got fucking Darwin as well. So tag Peter as well. Peter, you talk about your boy Darwin.
Are you ready? Yeah. Are you ready? AD, have you finished?
Go for it.
On this
Have you
section,
finished?
on the rest, just the Darwin Núñez section.
No, just on Darwin. Let's just talk
Just
on
on
Darwin.
Darwin.
Let me see.
What's
Say right
this?
now. How many
What's
goals have
this?
Liverpool scored this season?
77.
Yeah. I just want to bring to your attention, people. Scoring goals was not the problem for Liverpool this season. Let's just have it.
Well, clearly they've scored less than both City and Arsenal.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
What's going on here?
Yes, it does.
What is going on?
If there's one thing Liverpool have done wrong
Yes,
this
it does.
season, it's in defense. They are conceding goals left, right, and center. Okay, they scored 70. They scored 77 goals. Okay,
buddy, they lost to Palace at home.
Brother, Núñez has got the most big chances
They lost
in
to
Europe.
I hear that.
He didn't score at home.
3-0 damage.
Listen, Darwin Núñez has done all right for Liverpool this season.
No, Peter, no. Okay, Pete, can I intervene here? Yeah,
Do as you wish,
because you can talk about your potential, about who you think this guy is going to be and how well he's going to play in the future and rare tear. But what you will not do is try to convince us that he has played well this season. As Adrian has just stated, he has the most big chances missed, not only in the Premier League, in Europe's top 5 leagues. Because in crunch time, in title race time, this guy missed the sitter against Everton. He missed a sitter against Palace. He missed a sitter against Manchester United. And I think he even gave the ball away for one of their goals. He has quite frankly let Liverpool down in the time they needed him. In their moment of need, when you need to bank on somebody to pull you out of the mire, he didn't do his job. So I'm not going to have that.
I agree with you on the
West
sense.
won this league, that's a bang, and he didn't. He didn't deliver.
I agree with you. This look, when they needed him the most, obviously he didn't deliver. Right, he didn't deliver when they needed him most.
So what's the conversation here?
But Liverpool did not lose the league title because of Darwin Núñez.
We are not.
It's a multitude of factors. Pete, I'll get onto the others. Don't. When I get my turn on the mic, I'll get onto the others.
No, I hope you do, because the reason Liverpool have lost the league this season is their defense. It's their midfield. It's not their strikers. They scored 77 goals this season in the league.
I don't know why you seem to think 77 goals is enough to win a league. I don't really know where you got that from.
Because 77 goals is not some dibby thing here.
Who has won the league on 80 goals?
Listen. I think Arsenal got like 85, but bear in mind, Arsenal have done 6-0. We've done 5-0 on multiple occasions this season. Yeah. So we could have easily been behind Liverpool in terms of goals scored. Okay. What's been elite about, for example, us is our defense has been absolutely A1. It's been A1. You know what I'm saying? We've conceded. I don't think we've conceded even 30 goals this season. I don't think we've conceded 30 goals this season.
Peter saving me, you know.
No, it's nonsense. It's nonsense. It's nonsense.
No.
Wait, guys, let me ask AD a question. Let me ask AD a question. AD, do you think you lost the league title overall this entire season because of your attack?
We're not talking about that though.
Yeah, we're not talking about Can I tell you why I'm bringing up Núñez?
The question, because you lot want to bring up Darwin Núñez. You want to bring a scapegoat, and him of all people.
No one's scapegoating him. Don't do that. Don't do that.
No. I'm so disappointed in you giving up your stocks. How dare you give up your stocks?
I still got stock. I still believe as a player.
We are not going to bring a narrative up out of nothing.
Yes,
we are talking about.
Núñez is a narrative out of nothing. I'm sorry,
Peter.
He's a Núñez. He is.
Peter. We're talking about Adrian's backing of Darwin Núñez when the truth was in front of him and he denied it for 2 seasons. That is what we're talking
What's the truth? What's the truth?
The truth is he's not good enough.
He let you down in crunch time. He let you down in crunch time.
That's a lie. He is good enough to play for Liverpool. He's good enough to be Liverpool's number 9. That's
not to win the league. Stop it.
That's right. Oscar, you just said.
Can I have the mic?
I asked you what was.
Can I have the mic?
Hang on. You just asked me what I asked you. What was the truth about? You said what we said about Darwin Núñez is not true. Guess what? He's good enough for Liverpool. I'm sorry, I disagree.
Not to start as their number 9.
He definitely is. He definitely is.
No way.
Was Bobby Firmino good enough to start for Liverpool? I'm asking the question. Answer the question. Answer the question. Answer the question.
Yeah.
Was Bobby Firmino good enough to play for Liverpool?
Yeah.
It's their life on Mars. Oh Lord.
What's it's their life on Mars?
Yes, Bobby was good enough.
If Bobby Firmino is good enough to start for Liverpool,
Darwin
Núñez.
£8 million.
I don't care about the fee. He's good enough to play for Liverpool.
My big money number 9.
No, PR. Let's
mark it down today. According to Peter Majuzzi, the price don't matter. Mark it down today.
Is that what I said?
Of course,
brother. He got 68 million, and he scored 11 goals this season.
Ernest, if Darwin Núñez is not good enough to play for Liverpool, it's not because he's
not good enough to start. He's not good enough to start. He's not good enough to start.
He's good enough to start for Liverpool. They've just been bad up front this season. It's like that time. It's like Liverpool last year. We were talking about Liverpool last season. I was saying, guys, let Klopp have a year off for goodness sake. He'll be back next season. Guess what he did? He challenged for the league. What do you
mean year off? That's not a year on.
Listen, AD. He had a squad this. AD, come on, let's have some respect here. He didn't have a squad this year to even compete with the league, and look what he did. Look what he's done.
Stop.
Look how Peter spun this whole conversation. You spun this whole conversation.
I spun it.
Now, let me go.
Let
me go. Because the first thing that I said when we started talking about this is Adrian's core. So we weren't talking just about Darwin Núñez. There's plenty of other players that we can get to. So please don't act like we're scapegoating him and saying he's the sole reason Liverpool didn't win the league. Of course not. No one's saying that. No one's even implying that. Yeah. So, but the fact of the matter is this. Yeah. You're telling me that Liverpool challenged for the league title, which they did. They were fantastic this season up until a certain point. There's no denying that. 77 goals is a great number. However, when it came to crunch, Liverpool had to beat Palace at home.
Come on, bro.
And Everton away. I'm sorry, Everton, who've just secured safety this week in game week 34. So, points deduction and all that.
Goal problem because 0 goals in those 2 games. Did you know that?
And was through one-on-one twice in crunch time. I'm sorry. No. We're not sitting here defending somebody that's done that to the club with 11 goals this season.
I mentioned those points. I mentioned those points.
But you can't defend it. He's had a poor season. Okay,
he's not had a poor season. I disagree.
He scored 11 goals for Liverpool Football Club in a title race.
Yeah, he's not had a poor season.
No, that's not good enough.
Today you're not gaslighting.
He's not had a poor season.
Pete, no.
11 goals in a title race?
No, because we've got a video on this channel that compares him to the man that scored 21 this season.
Okay, in all competitions, how many goals does Darwin Núñez go?
I don't know.
No, don't do that. Don't do that.
I don't know.
He plays the games, right?
He's got 31. He's got 31.
We're not going to talk about just the league goals, are we? We're going to talk about his overall. Because I'm
talking about the league. They've already won a cup they've already won the League Cup. I'm talking about the league.
Yeah, funny that they've won the League Cup. Was he involved in that? I think he was.
Thank you very much. I don't remember him in the run still.
He's not had a poor season. I think he's got 18 goals in all comps. He's not had a poor season. Let's calm down. He's not had a poor season, and it's not gaslighting to say that he's had a poor season.
Peter, can we look at the context of the conversation?
One second. Let me finish the statement. 18 goals, and I think he's got 13 assists this season in 50 games.
4.
Leave me alone. Leave me alone. 11
league goals in a title race.
Leave me out of this and have a conversation with AD.
11 league goals in a title race.
Listen, he's not had a poor season. I disagree.
I can agree with you guys. That's an argument. Peter's actually right. No.
Leave me alone.
No, man, listen. He's wrong. What the hell does it matter? When it came down to crunch time, and when we needed him the most, he hid. He had a mental breakdown, bro. Good season, bad season, that's irrelevant right now. Let's talk about the facts of the matter. When we needed him, he hid. When we needed him, he missed against Atalanta.
No, guys, he scored 11
goals away against Man United. He did. He's been bad, bro. Like, come on. Like,
how can a 68 million pound striker score 11 goals in a title race?
Wait, what?
Ollie Watkins has got 19, bro.
Yeah, man.
Come on. Look at his age mates.
Yeah, no, that's what I was gonna say when Peter said he's good enough. I'm like, okay, if he's good enough, what's Ollie Watkins?
Watkins has had one good year in his career. You want to talk about Ollie Watkins? Show some respect. He's talking about one player. He's talking about one player. He's had a hot year.
Pete. Ollie Watkins didn't get the call to play for Jurgen Klopp's Liverpool up front.
I don't want to hear about Ollie Watkins. I don't want to hear about Ollie Watkins.
So you don't want to hear about the other strikers in the league that are scoring goals. You can't compare them to those.
What I'm saying is, if you're going to give me a striker, give me someone that's consistently bagging in them goals season in, season out.
No, because we're talking about this season.
We're going to rabbit hole here.
As I said, I'll repeat myself. He's got 18 goals this season. He's got 13 assists in 50 games. Leave me alone. He's done all right.
How many has he got in his last 5 in the league?
No. He's wet the bed, AD. I started saying when Liverpool needed him, I said to you at the start, when Liverpool needed him, at the crunch end, at the very end, as you were asking me, he did not show up.
So why can't we talk about him wetting the bed?
Wait there. That doesn't mean he's not good enough for Liverpool. Everybody has their moments where I am with that.
I didn't say that.
No, but I said what was true. What was the true statement? He's not good enough for Liverpool to start as their number 9. That's Ernest said that. He's good enough. He wet the bed. He wet the bed when it came to when the matter came. By the way, and so did everybody else, and so did everyone else on that side.
What's your reference point to say he wet the bed when this is in year 2? This is his second season.
The reference point is, as you've mentioned, I think was it the last 5 games. I think AD just mentioned he has no goals. Okay,
he put 9 goals last season.
Yeah, but he's wet the bed at this crunch end of the season.
Brother,
He had a good season.
Bro,
He had a good season.
It's never been dry.
Overall, the guy had a good season.
Dry in the Prem.
I don't know, but Peter, what's that worth? Like, seriously, what's that worth?
Listen,
Okay, fine. Darwin Núñez had a good season, but he gave the ball away against United in the FA Cup. He had a good season, but he missed a 1-1 against Atlanta, and then we got thumped up 3-0. He missed that 1-1 at 0-0, by the way, and the tide completely turned. But it was killed the momentum. And then guess what, bro? I can give you the Palace game, I can give you the Everton game, I can give you the Man United game in the league, I can give you crucial games in the running where he's missed at a crucial point, and it's derails the whole game. Furthermore, it's derailed the season, bro. So we can't sit here and be like, oh yeah, but his link-up play is improved. Oh yeah, he scored a nice goal against Brentford. But when it came to the big meat bowl, when it came to the main event, when it came to the Big Mac, he folded.
Yeah. He failed. He failed at the very end.
So what are we doing bigging them up at a time
and
like
that's
this?
exactly what you pay big money for. That's exactly what you pay big money for.
85 million buff for him. Come on.
Now, Pierre, hold on. Can I chime in?
Go on.
I think Peter. Let's go back to our bad years under Wenger. What we're discussing here, what we're discussing here, just reminds me of the nonsense I used to see in our Champions League runs, where Welbeck misses a sitter, we gotta lose the game and we get pumped. Giroud, this is what we're not good enough. Right now, it's
The simple fact is this, yeah. Jurgen Klopp, Adrian, Trent Alexander-Arnold, Virgil van Dijk, their aims this season was to win the league. And when it came down to it, a lot of them bottled it, and Darwin Núñez is one of many, right? We can go through the rest of them because the defending I saw against Everton Football Club was nothing short of a disgrace. Okay, Trent Alexander-Arnold, best right back in the world, generational talent.
Yeah.
What's he doing? What's he doing in that corner?
We were told, wait for him to be back. Wait until he's back. That's what
the thing is,
no went on it. But that's always been his weakness, though. Trent at corners, mate.
So cover the weakness. Why is he on Calvert-Lewin? Whose brainchild is that? Whose fault is that?
Yeah,
he was in a playground. He was thinking about what's having for dinner. I don't know what he was doing. And now I want to. He has his head in his hands on the bench. That got me mad.
AD would have watched obviously Liverpool a lot closer, but like it's just been sloppy at the back. Like amidst all the missed chances and not scoring goals that Liverpool haven't done and whatever else, and that's agreed, right? But they're not the Liverpool that we've become accustomed to, because one of their biggest strengths they had was how they were defensively, combined with Salah, Mane, and so on and so forth. I think Salah's still got good amount of goals this season. Is he not, AD? I can't remember.
I was told that Van Dijk was back to his best. That's what I was told.
It was imperious. Don't get me wrong.
Nah, man. No.
Oscar, let them know, because this is annoying me, bro.
Like
this whole praise.
We coddle Liverpool on this podcast. Everything is romanticized. Why can't we call them out? Call them out like
Adrian needs to hold licks. He came on this podcast and told us Liverpool were winning the league. He told us they're winning the league.
Give me the licks then. Why?
No.
I've said let me have it. Like, come on, man.
No. You come for your team, because when it's other players, you man are quick. So you go for your team. Because when Chelsea's bad, Oscar's around.
Yeah.
When Chelsea's bad, Oscar's around.
Yeah.
When Man United's bad, I'm around. So you go for your team.
Early, I tried to flog because
the things that some of the things I hear your fan base say about your team, I'm like, no, hold on. Like, am I blind?
What's the
why can nobody talk about where Van Dijk has left Konate out to dry? And no one's talking about it. Nobody's talking about it because it's a Rolls Royce. Get out of here, man. This is nonsense. You man coddle Liverpool all day long and not talk about it. It's nonsense, bro. Like, Klopp
get the most praise on.
Klopp gets a free pass when he gets things tactically wrong all the time. All the time. But because he's got cachet, I can't say nothing. Get on to your team, bro.
Asad has asked this question, and I don't know if you lot agree. That they're shocked that he's shocked that they were even in the title race to begin with. That defense has been getting carved open for about 18 months. No team with Quansah, Jones, and Kelleher is winning the Prem.
Look, I can understand where that sentiment comes from, because this Liverpool team is not as solid as their previous Liverpool teams have been. The new midfielders have come in and had to adjust to the side. Your Endos, Gravenberch, McAllister, all of that. The forward line, Diaz had his whole situation. He's coming back into the team. Nunes has not, I'm sorry, after a season of developing last year, he really should have come into the fore, and we should have seen him putting up the numbers that someone like Ollie Watkins is putting up. I'm never going to back down on that one. Yeah, that's 100% a fact. But the reason, and I agree with what Assad's saying, I don't even think Liverpool should really have been in this conversation, but Adrian was telling us they were going to win the flipping league, bro.
Let him have it.
Your boys didn't do you any justice. They didn't do you any favors. They showed their true level.
What did they say about Sobbers like in October?
Oh, he's
the new Gerrard.
He's the new Gerrard.
Man, people think I've forgotten.
He's the new Gerrard.
Oh, let's go.
No, Peter, you're not Peter, you're not understanding how they were talking. The new Gerrard.
Egregious.
The new Gerrard.
Oh. Because he scores 2 bangers every 4 months. Let's go. Let's talk about Sobbers like.
But let's talk about Salah and crunch time. Let's talk about that.
You see, you guys, right. Do you know what it is, right? You know when the pride of lions catch a hyena, right?
All right, Cantona. Flipping hell.
Yeah.
And then you've surrounded the hyena. I want a piece. And then what happens is the hyena just slides off, and you guys are so right. You want to talk about Salah? What do you guys want to talk about? Like, what do you guys want to talk about? Salah? Is it Szoboszlai? Is it Alexander Arnold? Who is it?
He's giving you all the ball. Let's go.
Endo, best DM. What's going on?
No, but why are people not remembering how they were speaking on Endo after a couple games?
Ernest, why are you so passionate?
because they were talking nonsense.
No, because Endo. You see me, yeah. You guys know me. Endo, you're the one that's always telling me I'm around when United lose. I'm about. I'll be here. I will be around. But this nonsense that I see on Sky, I see on social media, I see on this podcast, I see in the group chat. When other managers are the same metric used to judge other managers, I hear nothing about Klopp. Last season, Peter was waxing lyrical about how it's not Klopp's fault. This guy spent 85 million on a striker and was doing nothing about his midfield. And then in the last day of the season, man signed 4 men. Why do we not talk about this? Why do we not talk about any of this? Because I guarantee you, if it's a lesser manager that you man don't rate, and when I say you man, I mean Peter and Adrian, there is a whole load of chat. There is a whole load of chat.
Sure.
Let's talk this. Let's give the same energy, and I think that's where I believe my cachet is. I keep the same energy for every manager. I don't care who you are. Let's talk about Liverpool and the way man were talking spicy in October. Let's talk about that. Because I remember, Oscar remembers, and Robin remembers. Let's go. Let's talk about Szoboszlai and how he dipped after his injury, and how usually when that happens to other teams, we're not allowed the same grace. But because it's Jurgen Klopp, he's allowed. Let's go. Let's talk about Szoboszlai. How good was he this season?
Yes, there we go. Yeah, there we go. Let's open up a dialogue here. Yeah, I think ultimately, he started off really well. I feel like he added a lot to the midfield. But then when it comes to crunch time, we're like, bro, like, what's your quality saying? What's your final ball actually saying? Like, hang on a minute, I actually beating men in midfield. Then it's like, hang on a minute, you're just a bust down Jordan Henderson all of a sudden.
I'm sorry, crunch time can't be half a season or 3/4 of the season.
Wait, what?
Well,
you said crunch time. It was longer than that.
Oh, okay, fair. Okay, well,
it was longer than that.
Okay, fair. Yeah.
Longer than that.
Okay, fine. Yeah, like he was poor and he's been a massive disappointment for what I thought he would give to the side. I thought,
and how much did he cost?
It cost 60 million quid.
Okay, 60 million. Cool.
It cost big money. It cost big money, and he hasn't delivered. And when we signed him, I was thinking to myself, you know what? If we get like our version, not necessarily the same quality, no, but if we get our version of KDB, I'll be over the moon. And you know what? Part of it, I do wonder, is he maybe being asked to play a role he's not necessarily comfortable with? Because there's times where
I wonder who that's because of.
Yeah, well, yeah. Well, let's
I wonder who that's because of.
let's get into it. There's times where I'm seeing them virtually playing at right back, and I'm wondering, well, is he maybe used to maybe playing the most of advanced roles and sort of advanced zones? Sorry, and is he simply just too tired to be able to positively affect games? And as much as a man can be fit, ultimately, if you're running around and covering every blade of grass, when it gets to the final decisive moment, and we saw this was a problem I think with Luis Suarez, where I felt Luis Suarez was almost doing a bit too much, wherein when he got to like crunch time, he was simply too tired. So the final shot in his case was bad. So I do wonder if Szoboszlai, maybe it's a bit of fatigue, maybe it's a bit of system, the system needs to change to sort of get the best out of him. So I know this new guy, Arne Slot. Bro, this has been a week. So we've more or less had a new manager sort of confirmed as well. So I do wonder if maybe someone like that, he may actually sort of benefit from playing sort of in a more advanced role. So yeah, like to answer your question, he's disappointed me. So both said disappointed me because as a player, I thought to myself, you know what? I see elements of Steven Gerrard's game in him, and you know what? I see the drive, I see the athleticism, I see the ball striking quality, I see the physicality. He can even mix it about, he can tackle it, he had a good range of passing. So yeah, guys, you know what? I did say, you know what? He's the best. He's looking like the best midfielder I've seen since Steven Gerrard. Absolutely, I did. And you know what? I was wrong. Unfortunately, I got too gassed. It was premature. And look, now I've got no league title when I was hoping for a league title. So guys,
you were hoping for 4 trophies.
You were expecting, and that's why if you can bring up Peter's comment, no, not Peter, Ender's comment, saying why are we getting cooked? We were told on this podcast,
and Robin, what's pissing me off? Robin, you know what's pissing me off? He's making a statement like he didn't call Adrian a delusional.
Yeah,
that coined the
it's
term.
like, hold on, it's not Nicky. We were told this.
Yeah,
and every Monday.
Do you know when you were saying, when United are bad, Ernest there. When Chelsea are bad, Oscar's there. To be fair, when Liverpool have been bad, Endo has been there. Endo has been the one telling Adrian, calm down. But Adrian was not calm. Not once.
No, he wasn't.
And it wasn't just him. If you go on social media, Liverpool fans were talking quadruple. I said,
man.
No, but with the quadruple thing, it wasn't necessarily. It's a thing where, like, bro, if you get to March,
here we go.
If you get to March and you're 4 cups, you've got an eye on it. It's not necessarily. Don't get me wrong. It's not. You don't expect it, but bro, why can't I? We've been 2 games from a quadruple before.
You should never talk 4 trophies if you ain't confident. You were talking about league title very early. Why? You were confident.
Yeah.
So if you're talking about quadruple because you're confident, don't talk.
And they were. Let's not sit here and flip and lie. When they drew Man United in the FA Cup, they were relishing that. And they got slapped. When they went to play Atalanta, they thought they were going to beat Atalanta, and they got slapped. And when they walked into the home game against Crystal Palace, they thought they were going to win. Adrian has every year on this podcast called Everton little bro. He said, "I want Everton to stay in the league so we can get the 3 points every year." That's what Adrian has said.
I remember that.
So now you lose to Palace and Everton, and I'm not supposed to cook you.
Oscar, on that point, though, SW6 has brought up this point. That Klopp has given up before the players did. AD, where are you with that? Where are you with the?
What? I mean, I suppose you can potentially say yeah, because he announced that he was stepping down in December, didn't he? So how surely, like, naturally, your mind is probably thinking, don't get me wrong, obviously you want to do the best that you can do in this moment, but I'm sure there's a bit of intensity that's going to go from you again because you realize, this isn't my problem next year. I want to get the best that I can now out of these guys, but next year, that's Arne Slot's problem, that's whoever's problem. And naturally, you know what? Because I've been sort of listening to other sort of discourses, and I feel like that passion that we got, because I feel like Klopp telling us he was going to leave, I think there was a 2 or 3 month, maybe even up to 3 months is even pushing it, periods where we were maximizing what we could get out of these players. And I'm not talking about the first team players. I'm talking about your likes of your Jaden Dans and your Bobby Clarks and your Conor Bradleys going in, giving 110% because you're like, raw, we want to do it for Jurgen Klopp. But at some point, the quality has got to kick in. And I think when you are playing heart, when you're playing emotionally, without quality, you're going to get to a point where you're stuck. You're like, oh, Nunes, are you gonna do something for me? That, or you're gonna get to a point where you're like, oh, Luis Diaz, yeah, can you actually beat the goalkeeper, mate? You know,
But
and then
to
he
be,
gets,
They were talking about Luke Diaz like he's 22.
listen, to be fair to Liverpool, yeah. To be fair to Liverpool,
I can
I
just came out
think
of Kirkby.
I think from the United FA Cup game, you lot have, and you played United off the park, but you didn't kill them, and that's what happened. You went out. I think
But
it's just been poor quality up front. I don't know what happened to your finishing.
The
But
thing
that's-
is, David. To be fair, I mean, if you score 3 goals at Old Trafford and do not leave going through the next round, I'm looking at your
No,
defense.
but Pete, they should have scored
looking at-
more. They should have scored more. That's the thing.
David, if
No,
we're arguing,
I don't necessarily agree with the morphing, but but the point I will agree with is, Peter, you're asking me that question, right? And it's fine. And for me, this is why I talk about momentum in football, such a big thing. You know, sort of scoring
sure.
at the right time, making the right decision at the right time. Let's actually cast our minds back to that Man United game. Harvey Elliott is coming. By the way, Harvey Elliott is probably one of our players. He can actually leave if his head held high. I think, you know, in the moments he's come on.
100%.
He's impacted games. But if we look at that, and this is why I've been getting onto Darwin Núñez, because bro, I was looking through clips, I was looking through tape. I'm like, raw, like, when did it get so bad? And I said, hang on a minute, at this moment, we're in all 4 cups. We fought in a dramatic game against Man United. We're minutes away from going through, right? We're winning 3-2. Darwin Núñez, he's in the left wing back position. Alexis McAllister, this guy's brain dead, bro. Alexis McAllister was begging this guy, please pass the ball to Andy Robertson. Andy Robertson is free. But if he could have gone on his knees, he would have. He was begging this guy. Peter, what did he do? No, what did he do?
I forgot. What did he do in the game?
He like tries to scoop it into no man's land. It goes to the feet of a Man United player. And that's why for me, when I say, because can I be honest with you, I've actually been thinking to myself, hang on a minute, the chaos factor of Darwin Núñez is kind of gone. Like, he's not the goals are one thing, right? But actually thought to myself, actually what? The last game I think this guy was genuinely effective was that Man United game, and his form and his confidence went off a cliff, because that was a guy that I saw the goal against Brentford. I saw some of the goals against in the Europa League, right?
Yeah.
And then I see a guy zapped of confidence, zapped of also zapped of energy as well. And I wonder, well, if that's happened to him, obviously it's his bad. How many other players has that happened to, right?
Yeah.
And then we're getting to a moment where we've not necessarily got that zeal anymore. We've not necessarily got that quality anymore to go and come back from games. And then you get to a point where we're here, where we're like, well, hang on a minute. The Atalanta game where we should, you know, in theory, if we do score at the right time, we should win. Then you think of the Palace game, you think of the Everton game, even the Man United, but we were battering Man United in that first half in the league game.
Yeah.
So bro, so that's why I cast it all back to that one moment wherein we had it all, we were confident, we were free flowing, we were ready to go, and I feel like we got a soccer punch, and that's and I lay it squarely at the feet of that. Don't get me wrong, it's a 25-man squad, sure, but come on, bro, like, what we doing?
Lastly on this, mate, the Salah and Klopp situation. I'm sure you saw that at the London Stadium. What's your thoughts on it? What do you believe is in that? I mean, it didn't look good. Sunday, was it Sunday?
Salah saying, "If I say something, there will be fire."
Although in fairness, like,
Is he going to drop a 16? What do you mean there's going to be fire?
Have you heard the song already, mate? In the Tottenham. When did you lot play? What time did you lot play? Was it like 2:00 as well? Or did you play? No, you played Saturday. So in the Tottenham game, in the Tottenham Arsenal game, they were singing "Salah's on fire, Jurgen Klopp is terrified." I was dying. I was like, you can't beat football banter like chants. They're the best. Whoever comes up with them. But yeah, is it what do you read from that, AD, before we move on?
You know what? I feel like I've read a lot into it, and then there's part of me that says maybe I'm just overthinking it, over-egging it. Because correct me if I'm wrong, I think we concede. I think whilst Salah's
waiting to come in, yeah.
So is he saying is it Klopp saying, see, I told you should have been ready? Or is Salah saying, Gaffer, I've been stripped ready to go from the 60th minute. What's taking you so long?
Yeah,
So,
it's it's either one of those two.
I thought him being benched was crazy. I can't lie.
He's been poor. He's been poor.
But you need to. But you know what? If anyone's gonna change it for Liverpool,
True.
you know what I'm saying? He's done it. He's done it for years.
No.
Footy Agendas is saying fire means media will make a mess out of the situation. People overreading this because I saw the clip obviously where it seemed like it was like a laughing kind of thing as opposed to I'm gonna leng man down, bruv, when I see him. You know what I mean?
You don't say that as you're walking out the ground.
Why not?
After a situation, after you've seen what's happening on the pitch, and everyone's
just walk out.
like,
I agree with David, to be honest.
I mean, you don't walk out.
If people are reading the context wrong, that's on them, isn't it?
Yeah,
but then even if he storms out, that's also a story as well. To be fair,
no, if he just doesn't talk to the media.
No. But if he, you know what I mean, if he just like zooms past them, not even a hello, not even a hi, just walks off. They're like, why are you steaming as well?
You don't actually have to answer the question. You could have just walked on to the coach and we'll make nothing out of it.
Or media training. No, there's nothing going on between me and the manager. Me and the manager are perfectly fine. Move on.
To be fair, they haven't asked him that though.
No, they're asking everything. They asked him.
Volunteer the information.
Because it seemed like
no one asked you there was fire, bro. No one asked you.
SW6 here says that that's what I mean about Klopp giving up on how can you bench Salah against Fulham and West Ham in a title race. I do agree with that there. That's crazy.
That's criminal. That's criminal.
Konate bench for Kwanzaa. Come on, man. What is Klopp doing?
Obviously, the Konate thing, yeah. It's not even. I think maybe the most recent game he was benched, but bro, let's call a spade a spade. Ibu Konate can't play 2 games in a week. And he's 25, and it's concerning. And to be fair, me and Ernest had a conversation about this early in the season where we're like, bro, like I can eat, like you're 25, like you're a physically imposing guy, you're a fit guy, and your body not breaking down. I don't want to go that far, but it's like, bro, like
it's not looking good.
Yeah, it's not looking good, bro. Like,
Adrian, is he still better than Saliba?
I've always maintained Saliba's the better defender. So what are you asking me for?
No, I don't know. I didn't know that was your sentiment.
Right.
Yeah.
No, listen. He's been all right next to Van Dijk when he's played. Listen, if injuries have ruined him, then boy, that might just be.
But if availability is your best ability,
I hate that line. That line sucks.
That could just be it.
Come out his quality though, fully fit, like mobile, physical unit. He can travel with the ball as well. Don't get me wrong. So also, when I say Saliba's better, it's not like my days. Saliba's way better than him. It's like I don't want to say preference because I do think Saliba's better, but it's like it's not. I wouldn't necessarily be. I'm not crying that I've got Konate fully fit. Of course, I'm not. He's a top defender in his own right.
AD, you've had a lot of heat tonight, and I think you've held yourself well there in full esteem.
Oh, get off his back.
When the daggers came for him, he stood there. He stood there.
Oscar, what's that, bro? Like, what's going on?
Oscar hating from out the club. You know what I mean?
Guys, he's the host.
I'm just saying to my fellow title rival.
Fellow what?
He came. He was with us. You know,
fellow second place is what I'm hearing.
And you know what I'm saying? He's there. Like, you know what I mean? He's there. So.
Fellow loser.
Peter, remember when we were talking about hate watching, yeah, and how like we need to hate watch other teams that are your ops, yeah. You see, for that condescending thing you just did there, yeah. Man said, my fellow for that alone, you should want Arsenal to not win this league.
My fellow title rival. I'm being genuine. Like, he swung in the ring.
Nah, I can't lie.
Because he's doing the little bro thing.
Little bro thing. You know, I can't be angry.
Man,
wow.
Like, first time in 20 years.
He's patting your head.
No, but Ernie, he's right. He's still in the title race, and I'm not. I can't.
No. That's not my point. My point is, for that alone, you should desire.
You lot are the sun. Honestly, you lot are the friggin' sun.
Ernest, what do you think I was doing on Sunday?
I can't lie. That's what I do when I beat someone on FIFA. I just look at them and say, "Bro, you were sick, man. You were really good. Like you're great at this game."
I'll be like, let's play for £50 right now,
guys. All I was trying to do was I was trying to segue in it. I wanted to close the Adrian stuff. He's received it tonight. Okay. And fair dues, you lot let him have it. Well done. You okay? Let me bum lick you lot then. If you don't want to have a hard.
No, I don't want any.
Literally.
Anybody asked for that?
Daggers. Well done for the daggers, guys. Well done for getting on.
You know what? Peter's a sicko. That was preempted because we let him go the first time. Okay, fine. We let it go the second time. Fine. And then he did that. Come on.
No, guys, listen. You don't
Oh.
want to get. You know what I'm saying. You don't want to. You know what I mean. AD, they're just missing out. You know what I'm saying. So I'm
why-
gonna give.
Me too. I'm missing out too. I don't want that.
Adrian, you know exactly what I'm talking about.
He said age.
Well done, guys, for attacking AD. This for what's happened to him this week. Speaking of this week, this week in Manchester United, let's get into it.
Talk to us, blood.
United.
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 I should get my charger, to be fair.
What was the scores this week? So you drew 1-1 with Burnley,
blood.
and what was midweek? Who did you play midweek?
4-2.
Ah, yeah, Sheffield United. Yeah, Nana gave you a little bit of the preview of what he did at the start of the season. Talk to me, guys. What do you have to say on Manchester United over this week?
There's not much to say this week. We say the same thing every week. We've got,
Onana
We've got
sent
4
off.
games. We got 4 games to go. That is all. The only thing I have to say this week, and I thought about it, and it's a bit of a wild one because I don't think it's going to happen anyway. But you know how we judge teams at the end of the season, we give them grades. We all know what United's grade is.
Do we?
Yeah, we do.
No,
It's
because
not hard.
genuinely, yeah, like the grade is probably going to be more on like what we have witnessed as opposed to the right results. Because Robin, I looked at this table, yeah, and I said there is a God in heaven. How are we still 6th or 7th?
It's a great question.
Like,
That's
honestly,
a great question.
because
But
I'm so sorry to cut you, Robin. Yeah, I had this discussion a few weeks ago, and I had the same discussion again today because obviously results have changed. The defensive frailties in the teams below 3rd is comical. Like, if the top 3 teams, the most conceded in the top 3 is 36.
Hey, Ernest, I got you, brother. I got you.
From 4th, thank you, sir. From 4th to 20th, the lowest
50s.
No, from 4th to 20th, the lowest goals conceded is 48.
The lowest
that?
goal
Who's that?
38.
Everton.
Everton.
Damn.
Everton. Yeah. That means this season, in order to be a good team, you have to concede at most 40 to 43 goals this season to be a good team. Do you know how insane these numbers are?
People have just been spreading cheeks.
No, guys. Sheffield United have conceded 97 goals this season.
They are got to be up
They
there.
ate 6 from Arsenal. Newcastle gave them 8.
We gave them 4. We gave them 4.
You know them ones. Even
No,
United gave them 4.
No, guys, trust me. When I tell you, yeah, Robin, I don't know how to grade United on points because we have conceded 51 goals this season. Newcastle, in my opinion, have been better than us, and they've conceded 4 more. We're gonna play them very soon, and I think they're gonna go up to 6th. But on current form, Manchester United are the 6th best team in the league. How?
Do you know what? Yeah,
Sorry to interrupt, David. It leads on to my question. I said, in the small chance that we actually win the FA Cup, can you give a person that wins a trophy a failing grade?
1,000%.
It's not that I don't disagree with you. They've won a trophy. I'm just saying. Let's say they do.
Robin,
That's how wild this is.
With what you've seen with your eyes, your own eyes this season. I'm not great. I'm not giving this season a grade. There is
I'm not fighting against it. I'm not fighting against it. But listen to the statement. I said, let's say Manchester United wins a trophy, and you're still saying it's ungraded. That's how wild this season is.
You lot are so inconsistent. Yeah,
It's the worst season in the history of Manchester United.
God.
In the Premier League
It's
era.
crazy.
I was gonna say they've
It's
gone down before,
crazy.
you know.
Yeah, I'm not. I don't know
Yeah.
what happened before that, but in the Premier League era, this is the worst we've ever seen.
It is the best season. It is without a doubt over the last 6-7 months.
Huh?
Best season.
SW6,
What?
yeah. SW6, you're a man after my own heart because I was gonna bring this up
Excuse
one day.
me.
I was waiting for
Yeah,
this at
it's
the end of
true.
the season. I was waiting for this at the end of the
Excuse
season.
me.
Oscar Jordan Pickford, England's Jordan Pickford, has the second most clean sheets in the league.
He's still trash.
Everton.
You know, I changed my mind on him. You know,
Dashball, man.
I think he's decent, man.
Yes, Ernest. Yes, man.
No,
Goalkeepers Union. Let's go.
I don't know. I don't know about all of that.
my man's always done
But yeah.
England.
And it's decent at what?
I think Jordan Pickford from visually, I don't know about statistically, but he's one of the best shot stoppers in the league.
Ernest, they don't understand. He plays for Everton, whose defenders. Let's have it
like every year, his best centre back leaves.
Oh, every year, first of all, yeah. And when he was at Sunderland, outstanding. Everton bought him for 30 million quid. He was that good.
Like
That's
Jordan
red, you know.
Pickford is not a goalkeeper that I would say I want. But if he made it to Tottenham,
You know what though?
I'll be like, okay, cool.
Could have been more stable than Onana.
You know what it is, yeah. For what we want going forward, I'm not sure. I don't really think his distribution is A1.
I think there's a case to be made for Onana being the worst performing goalkeeper this season.
What's the case? I mean, I agree, but
I see your Onana and I hear it. It's a strong case. I raise you Fotheringham. I raise you him. I raise you.
I'm not even. 97 is brazy.
I'm not
Also,
even paying
League
attention
One,
to
Wes?
what them man are doing.
League One, Wes. Brother,
League One Wes.
I'm
You
sorry.
got me.
Yeah, you got me.
League. Listen, I'm bringing it back for the end of the season because Sheffield are gone. Okay, so I'm going to bring it
Because
back. For
let's keep it a stack. When Sheffield United play West Ham, I'm not watching that. So I don't. I don't know.
No. 97 goals before the season is insane.
How many games?
But like I've witnessed like 20 of them. I ain't seen the rest.
Wow.
So I can't even
even 20 is insane.
Yeah, like I've seen them play the big six. That's it.
But you know what? Yeah, like on Onana, like
He's just erratic.
I've tried my best second half of the season to be like, you know what? I'll be fair. He's had more good games, way more good games than bad. But then, what does Dr. Umar say? It takes only a little bit of influence for the coon
chip
to be activated.
To be activated, and he always does this finger movement. It's
the bozo gene.
And I'm like, no, like he's punched an outfield player twice.
Clothesline.
Why?
Clothesline.
Why was he not sent off?
You know why? But you know why?
He made an attempt to. I don't know.
Goalkeepers Union.
No, it's referees in this country don't do their jobs.
They're inconsistent.
No, but I think generally goalkeepers are protected. Only a goalkeeper can come out and punch someone and not get it.
and it's usually like two-fisted.
Yeah,
two hands,
only they can do that.
But it's the same thing again.
In your mind.
Hey, man.
Nah, Endo, it happened opening day and it was a farce.
It was a joke. From that
didn't even go to VAR.
No. Gary O'Neill got fined for his comments after that game, and he's been fined ever since. Like the guy's rinsing his lot.
But yeah, back to the game. It's rinse and repeat.
Burnley.
Burnley.
Burnley. Burnley at home, man. What the?
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
No, but I don't understand. Why are you shocked?
No, it's the way you're like, no, but I don't understand that. I'm gone. As soon as you say comments, I'm gone.
I don't know, but why are you shocked? This is a team, as far as I'm concerned. You remember when Jose Mourinho says, we drew the game in 90 minutes, therefore I didn't lose. we lost them to Coventry. It's the same logic. Like we lost to Coventry because ultimately, like, you're looking at a team that couldn't beat an 8th place championship team in 90 minutes.
You know, Coventry, like, they can't even make the playoffs.
They're not even in the playoffs.
They're not good.
They're not good. No. But that's they're not good.
They're not good. They scored 4 goals in 20 minutes.
Man, you lot are giving Burnley life, blood. How are you telling me? Yeah, Burnley. How many points are they off
Like
the
I
bottom?
said,
And Burnley,
they
Burnley
score.
had a red card against Chelsea. Burnley had a red card against
Oh, they're
Chelsea.
fighting. They're fighting.
Guys, Burnley up 2 points from safety.
No. They had
What?
They're in the
a red
mix.
card. They had a red card at Stamford Bridge.
I think they've got Forest on the last day as well.
Oh,
Oh, saucy.
Anyways, what was I gonna say? It's the
What
same
were you
thing
gonna
again. We're gonna go. We go eventually. We score, and whatever. Anthony gets his first goal in April. Happy days, whatever.
Wait, stop.
Panic.
I read that
We
comment
panic.
and I thought she was a lie.
No,
Is
Lola.
it
Not lying.
correct? Anthony hasn't scored
Yeah.
his first goal just now.
This season, yes,
no.
as in the league.
Why are we highlighting obvious things?
Yeah,
Well, I can speak for myself. I said in the highlight at Ajax, before he came to Man United, he's not good.
Ernest, he hasn't got his first goal now, though.
No. I said in his debut goal against Arsenal, he's not good. Why are we? No, guys. Like, there's rinse and repeat, and then there's rinse and repeat.
This comment's not true, though. Surely.
We're still talking about Anthony.
I hear you.
We're still talking about Anthony.
I'm just saying, like, that can't be his first goal of the season.
Do you remember when Allen Iverson was talking to the press and he was like, "Y'all talking about practice?"
So yeah, I'm talking
No,
about.
we're not talking about the game. We're not the game. We're not
We
talking
ain't talking
about the
about
game.
the game. I'm talking about practice.
talking about the game.
No, guys,
But-
we at this moment in time, yeah, Peter's laughing.
I'm so done. I can't believe what I'm saying.
No, Manchester. No, when you tell me that there's a grade that we all universally know about Man United, I'm not there. I don't know how to judge Manchester United this season because I have to be fair.
I
And
think
say,
you do.
no, because I have to be fair and say, like, because Robin made up a hypothetical that if we win the FA Cup, there's a way to grade a team even for winning badly, yeah. But ultimately, if they win the FA Cup, that should give them +1.
So they're 0 now.
So I'm saying I'm gonna start at 2 on a GCSE U. Like, you,
Ernest, how many points here out of 12?
no, Peter, don't do this. You see,
I'm asking the
you asked me, because you asked me the wrong
You ask
question.
me every week.
The people want to know. The people want to know your take.
I told you guys
How many
that we
points?
have Burnley and Sheffield United, and then it's over. I said this to you lot. Every team in our last 4 fixtures beat us in the first half.
Wait. Palace is on a Monday night. Oh, we're loving it, Jeff. We are here.
What you think Elise and Eze ain't got something for us, brother?
Nah, come on, man. This is Manchester United, bro. And the thing is, you're so annoying, yeah? Like, the Newcastle game got moved on to after ours because I thought our game was going to be your last home game. That was going to be a blockbuster.
Yours was meant to be the last home game.
It's going to be a blockbuster, that one.
And trust me when I tell you, I'm going to be in the cinema at 4:30. I am watching the Arsenal game for love nor money. You couldn't pay me.
He's gonna watch movies he's already seen.
Oscar, I like you,
You
man.
already see.
No, like, real talk. No, guys, as of like this week, the 29th of April, can we end all discussions about Newton Heath FC, popularly known as Manchester United? Because there's nothing to discuss.
There is nothing.
It has been done.
The only thing I can say, and it just goes to more the refereeing stuff, is consistency, really, because they they got the pen off Aaron Wan-Bissaka doing the handball. Off the another thing. But then when they had the handball that Aaron Wan-Bissaka did exactly in the FA Cup, there was nothing stated. to get Coventry free. That's all I'm saying. All I want again is refereeing consistency.
I've been asking for consistency since I saw the same penalties that we had against Rodri in the first derby, not given any week after that. So I'm not even like Gabriel pulls down Hoyland at the Emirates in September, and I've seen the same fouls every week, and they're not given. I don't give a monkeys anymore. That's why I want Manchester United to give the brown paper bag to the PGMOL over the table for the week of the Arsenal game. I don't want it under the table. I give them the double back. Give them the whole yard over the table.
I'll chip in.
No, honestly, because there is no.
Man United fan.
Why are you chipping in?
I don't want you lot to. Unfortunately, you're collateral. You too, David. But the rest of you, man,
So wait, you lot would rather see City win the league this year? But
why do you keep asking this question?
Absolutely.
Why do you keep asking this question? Like we haven't answered this already. I don't want you
like 8 times already.
The same question every time
in my lifetime.
Why do you not want City to win it over Arsenal?
It's because Ernest, it's because he doesn't want to hear it. That's just the truth. He doesn't want to hear it.
I don't think you understand. I don't think you understand how much I despise the grandiose, the hubris of Arsenal fans.
The cap.
Like I don't listen. When they win the league, Robin, all their players are going to be world class. Every single player they have is going to be world class.
I can't even argue with them.
I am not hearing a word about any other players if Arsenal win the league. I need Pep to dunk on.
But I think, Ernest, I think they're already there with that.
Oscar,
they already think their players are better than they are. Yeah.
Pete, let's talk mano y mano. Yeah. Let's take all the gas aside. Let's be real, bro. Kai Havertz is not that different from Chelsea, bro.
No, he is. I disagree strongly.
What's the difference, in your opinion? What's the difference?
What's the difference?
Oh, I just see a far more player with a lot more effort. He contributes a hell of a lot to the side, and it's an elite Arsenal side, right? So it's a different situation where say it was an average Arsenal team.
What's his difference?
Yeah.
Are you serious, bro?
No.
Answer the question.
Genuine question.
I'm talking. He puts Jesus on the bench, but Jesus doesn't even come on against Spurs. Doesn't even come on.
But P, you're giving me like big answers.
What do you mean?
No, hear me out. Like, I don't want to say that goals are a small thing. Yeah.
I wasn't even talking about goals.
If a man scores goals, and he scored, and credit to Kai Havertz, he's scoring big goals.
Yeah.
Like he's scoring goals that are putting teams to bed. Yeah. Like death by 1,000 cuts. His cut is 1,000th, and it's the 100th, and it's the 200th. Like I'm gonna give him credit for that. Yeah. But I'm talking about like So I'll be honest. I think that his improvements, in my opinion, are quite marginal. Yeah, I think that I've seen this Kai Havertz at Chelsea, whereas I think the difference between him and Arsenal, Arsenal at Chelsea is, I think at Arsenal, at Chelsea, Oscar, correct me if I'm wrong. At Chelsea, I feel like he was an actual false nine, where I feel like at Arsenal he's playing as an actual striker, almost like a target man. I think the way he's finding the final ball is quite good. Do you know what I mean?
I don't think he plays as a target man for Arsenal.
No, not in the sense that there's a lot of hold up play, but he's the arrowhead. Do you know what I mean?
Like, he's always finding spaces. He's always got shots on goal. He's always got chances. He creates problems for defenders because nobody can track him. He's always on his own.
No. You know what it is? Yeah, this is how I'll put it. Yeah.
He's actually loved at Arsenal as well.
Maybe you're right that people can't track him, but my interpretation.
Shut your mouth.
he's actually loved at Arsenal as well. That's the other thing.
That's absolute nonsense. That's absolute nonsense.
All right, mate. We actually love him.
Are you gonna sit here and tell me that Kai Havertz was not loved at Chelsea? Is that what you're gonna tell me?
That's not what I said.
That's what you said.
That's not what I said.
So when you say wait, so when you say he's actually loved at Arsenal, what are you implying?
Should I tell you why? Because at the start of the season when he was dross, guess what we did? We didn't drop him. We didn't slander him. We didn't do nothing. In fact, we were giving him goals, right?
Okay.
And ever since then, his confidence is 100% right now. A1 levels of confidence at the minute. And guess what?
Right.
In every game he plays for Arsenal, he's done something. He's one of the mainstays of the club. If not man of the match play, if not in all, and we've had big games these last couple of months. The guy has been ever present. Ever present. And the thing about all of our players, you can't even say individually that one outshines the other because they don't really. But you could talk about how amazing Ødegaard is. You could talk about how good Saka is. You could talk about how good Kai Havertz is. You could talk about Trossard, who's getting clutch goals left, right, and center. Kai Havertz, for me,
you're a fantastic side.
What I'm saying is that Kai Havertz has been for me far better at Arsenal than what I ever saw him do at Chelsea. And I was backing Kai Havertz to say, like, you know what, I think there's something in it. There's a talent about him. There's something about him. But even this has impressed me because he's doing, and he's got more. There's more in the tank. How old is he?
I'll be honest.
How old is he?
24.
And I think that's where me and you are different. I'm not impressed. Like I've seen this at Chelsea, and I've seen it. So this is what I'll say. He is a Ferrero Rocher in a celebrations box. I think there's a lot you have to do to accommodate to Kai Havertz as a football player, because I think he is not a commanding forward that can dictate. No, SW6. So when I say he's, I think the point I'm trying to make is that I genuinely think there is a bar that people have put him at Arsenal, and I don't think it should be as high, because I think, especially like first half of the season, I'm so sorry, he was nowhere to be found, and I think what happens is the goals happened, and it was like Arsenal fans, instead of doing this, did that, and I'm like, no guys, he's here, let's just keep him here.
Would you argue in a different role though? Because Arteta for like the first 3 months was forcing that midfield thing. I don't know why.
And the other day when he played in number 8, I said he wasn't the same 8 either. Even in the 8, he's improved.
I remember thank you, Lauren. Like, I think his confidence has improved, and I think the actual I think his strengths are probably in link-up play. I think his strengths are probably in like spatial awareness. I think he's very good at finding pockets of play to influence how the attack goes. Do you know what I mean? So either like he creates space for another man or he creates space for himself. I think those like I have as strengths. And then at the end of it, he can finish. But then his conversion rate, in terms of what I've seen on my eyes, it's not great. It's not great. But I think what people are doing now is that there is a slight belief that you paid the 65 million, which I think, again, if we judged him like we judged other players, it wouldn't be the same.
I just think this comment in from Lola, I think it's ridiculous. He's not, at best, he's good. That's ridiculous. How can you even say that? Fair enough. When he started off in midfield, it wasn't looking great. But as I said now, in an 8 now, Kai Havertz is much better than in the 8 than he was at the start of the season. He can still play in midfield comfortably in this side.
I think like, the points good. The points for me that ring true, that like, Kai Havertz had good spells at Chelsea. Kai Havertz was always a decent, talented player that people saw this in. As people talk about Havertz having haters, he always had stands at Chelsea. He always had people that backed and believed in him. And there's a period of time where I was the guy on this podcast backing Kai Havertz because there's clearly quality there in the player. But the fact is, he's gone to Arsenal and he's gone into one of the best teams in the league, a team where everybody knows their position. They know what to be. They are drilled in terms of where you're going to move when Zinchenko gets the ball to where you need to be when Saka gets the ball. And he's got other players that are taking players away from him. He's got Saka, who gets doubled up every game week. He's got Ødegaard, who is the creative genius that everybody wants to stop. You saw that Aston Villa game. They put 2 men on Ødegaard. That frees up space for Kai Havertz. When he was at Chelsea, he was playing...
Tottenham, same thing.
Wait,
same thing. Hold on, let me land. You've been talking. Let me land.
You're gonna crash.
Let me land.
Go crash.
Let me land. Okay, you can dispel it after. What I'm saying is he's in a much better Arsenal team than the Chelsea team that he was in, and therefore there are other players taking different things away from him. Now, when it comes to the love that you spoke about, I'm sorry, this guy was given a position at Chelsea. He was given opportunities to play. Hold on, you guys called him that. That wasn't Chelsea fans. Chelsea fans. Hold
That
on.
wasn't us.
Chelsea.
He's
I'm
been shy for us.
Stop.
It wasn't us. He wasn't being shy for us.
When he
You're trying
played
to
for
wet. You're trying to
Chelsea,
say that
you
players
can't
are
let me
coming up
finish.
on
You
Odegaard.
can't let me
No, 'cause
finish.
it's nonsense.
You can't let me
Because
finish.
you're saying,
Let me
because you're
land.
saying,
Let me
because
land.
it's nonsense because you're
Let me
saying
land.
he's saying that because they've
Let me-
gone on to double up on Saka and double up on Odegaard. That's why Havertz is in space. Stop talking.
Let me land. Of course it is. Of course it is. Look, Havertz has always been a player that's drifted around and found space. However, when he was at Chelsea, he was the focal point, and teams knew if you stop Havertz getting the ball, then there's not much else being created around him. The other players around him were Kovacic and Mount. It wasn't the same level of threat. So let's not sit here and be dumb. Now, when it comes to, like I was saying, the love of the
Chelsea, not Arsenal, because you don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, mate. What
came out your mouth just now was a lot of nonsense. It's a load of nonsense, Ernest. I don't have to stand here and listen to this book here.
Right. What I said this wrong?
Havertz has been superb for Arsenal.
He
wants to bring it down. He wants to bring it down to the fact that people are double marking Odegaard and Saka. That's why he's in space. BS, bro. That's not what he's doing.
Who is
That's not what he's doing. He's actually go watch him. Watch him against Spurs and watch him against Chelsea. Guess what he was doing? He was unplayable.
I watched
Man of the match in both games. Go watch him.
I watched both games, Pete.
And then I've got somebody else on Arsenal fan telling me that at best he was good. You're freaking having a freaking laugh.
I watched both games. No. Here's a simple thing with Kai Havertz. What did we say when we were talking about Chelsea? We spoke about a bunch of 22-year-old kids that had no plan, no stability, no leaders in the side, no structure around them to help them thrive and get the best out of their talents. He's moved over to Arsenal, where under Arteta, he has got those things. However, we're seeing
part of it though.
Of course, he scored 12 goals.
The fact that you're saying that, Mr. Havertz is coming to a better side, that's why he's playing better. He's part of the reason they were a better side. At the start of the season, Arsenal were not a good side. We were all talking about what is Arsenal doing at the start of the season. Guess what? Havertz has been an ever-present mainstay in that situation.
Yeah, when were we saying you weren't a good side? When was that part of the season?
No, they're looking loose. They're looking loose at the beginning.
You're joking.
I'm asking when. I'm asking you a question.
What?
When were you not a good side?
Are you blind, deaf, or stupid? The start of the season, when we were all asking, what is Arteta doing? Why is he playing the way he is? Why have we taken away what was good about Arsenal last season? And we've made this, we became this rigid team and whatever. Are you guys deaf?
Yeah.
Like you saw this at the start of the season. You lot questioned about. I had David even questioning what's Arteta changed the team for, because we started over again. And then guess what he did? After, I can't remember what game it was. There was a game where he completely switched the side over, and it was like, right, now we're off. Now we're frigging off. We were not good at the start of the season. Why are we pretending like this isn't the case?
So what's the start of the season? Because for me, I'm like the first half. I'm saying the first half of the season, Arsenal were good. I think because was it in the Fulham game you were playing through at the back, and I think Partey was playing right back in that. Like that changed quickly for me. Correct me if I'm wrong. That changed quite quickly, and then by October, it was like, okay, Arsenal are more defensively solid. And then by December, it was like, yeah, you lost 1 or 2 games, but Arsenal by Boxing Day, Arsenal were a good team. It wasn't that strong.
Breathe.
I'm fuming. Wonderfully made.
Fuming at what?
I've got people talking about my players like they've been watching him at Arsenal. They clearly haven't been watching him at Arsenal.
He's walked into the best side in the league and his goal tally's gone up. Come on.
Oscar, he didn't walk into the best side of the league, did he? Because we weren't the best side in the league at the start of the season. What's the matter with you lot?
All right. It's second best.
We literally questioned at the start of the season. We literally questioned, what is Arsenal about? What are they actually doing? Because we weren't that great. I remember when we beat Man United, it was considered at some stage maybe a little bit lucky, because I think the 3-1 obviously made the result bigger than what it actually was. United were very much in the game. The first game of the season, I think we played Nottingham Forest. We were lucky to win 2-1 in that game because we were clean, home and dry first half, but second half we let Forest into the game, comfortably into the game. We drew 2-2 with Fulham at home. That was a disappointing result. Okay, we went to what was it? We went to Everton away. We did nothing. The thing that Arsenal's criticism was that they were not good in terms of that. They weren't the fluid Arsenal. They weren't really attacking teams. They had the ball and did nothing with it. We then drew at home to Spurs. Let's not forget Spurs at home.
I just simply think this: when Kai Havertz was failing to live up to his potential at Chelsea, I don't think we've seen the potential of Kai Havertz at Arsenal yet. I think there's a much better player in there than what we've seen. And I think when we saw Havertz last season at Chelsea playing for a team that finished 12th, you know, like the team was shocking, had 3 managers throughout the season, and he was just navigating, trying to get around. He's now moved into a far better team and a far better structure.
I don't disagree that Havertz has got a bigger ceiling, no doubt. But guess what? He's been brilliant for Arsenal this season. Anyone that tells me anything different, you did not watch him play.
He's not top 5. He ain't top 5 though. He ain't top 5.
You're wrong. Top 5. Havertz has been fantastic for Arsenal this season. You're wrong if you think otherwise.
He ain't top 5.
Right, let's get on to the final scores of this other scores.
I mean, you know.
No, you're wrong. You're wrong.
No,
Leave me. Leave me. Is
it the majority of the season?
Have an effect.
Oscar, is it? Sorry, Peter, is it the majority of the season?
Yes.
You think Kai Havertz has been good for you for the majority of the season?
What the majority? Let's say since from October till now, that's the majority of the season. No,
October. Okay, yeah.
I wasn't clutch for us against Brentford away. Ernest, I remember my games, bro.
Me and you disagree.
I watched my team. I watched when Havertz got us out of the mud, got us out of the frigging mire.
Yeah, me and you disagree. It's cool. I remember the Brentford goal.
86th minute when he come. I don't know if he come off the bench or if he started. I can't remember.
Come on, man.
Since then, he's not looked back.
Yeah,
he's not looked back since that game.
What got me was the love and confidence talk. Like we didn't sing Kai Havertz is the best on earth for about 2 years. No, we didn't. Chelsea fans didn't do that. Why did we slander our own players?
I heard it from your mouth because I heard it from your mouth.
Brentford Arsenal was the 25th of November, by the way.
Okay, fine. November onwards.
You heard Kai Havertz is the best on earth.
That game against Brentford, it changed his season, and he hasn't looked back.
No, I agree.
Until now, I'd say majority. Oh, if it's just over halfway, majority.
No, I agree that it changed his season. I just think that it's been easier to claim these things when he scored from Arsenal fans. It's been easier to claim that Kai Havertz has been good when he scored. The praise comes when he scores goals.
What does good look like?
I was talking about him being an impactful player. I said he would be impactful for Arsenal.
No. You to be fair to you, Peter, you've been consistent. I can't even say nothing to you. Yeah, you've been consistent in saying that. Yeah. You haven't praised him because of the goals. My point is that when people have explained to me, and for the first 3 years of his Chelsea period, and like his first 3-4 months at Arsenal, I'm like, what does he do? And no one could answer the question. So my point is that when I've listened to the chatter about Kai Havertz, so for me, I think Kai Havertz has been better like the final third of the season. I think he's been better in the final third of the season, where it's like he was another good recipient of the Dubai trip. You people think I'm playing, yeah? There's 2 Arsenals this season. There's 3 Dubai post Dubai. Everything changed after they went to Dubai. Do you know what I mean? And so for me, I feel like with Kai Havertz, every time I hear praise, it's after he scored a goal, and I'm like, so is it that he's an auxiliary player? Is it that he's a utility player with a Gucci belt, or is it that they finally found a position for him towards the latter end, almost like Divock Origi when Liverpool were about to win the Champions League? Like, okay, now we found your spot. And it's like, okay, you're thriving in this now. Therefore, in current form, Jesus can't come into the team. Because I'm looking at the guy and I'm like, I see you as more of a forward now more than ever. In a blue shirt, in the first half of the season in a red and white shirt. Do you know what I mean? So I don't subscribe to the fact that he's been good for the majority of the season. I think it's been majority of 2024.
You said that you saw 2 stages of Arsenal pre and post Dubai. I'm seeing 3 Arsenals this season. The one at the beginning where it couldn't do anything going forward. It was just not great with the ball. Then there was a moment where we were creating chances and missing a hell of a lot of them, which was like from like that mid-November stage till about West Ham. I think West Ham was a proper it was everyone's realization that actually Arsenal are creating tons of chances, because I think we'd beaten Brighton the week before at home, and De Zerbi even come out and said that's the best team I've ever seen play in the Premier League.
Brighton.
Was it
at the Emirates?
It was at the Emirates. But you know what? Ernest, there was we went. I think that month of like November, December. You have about 20 games in those 2 months, so it's a short time, but it's bare games. We were creating so many chances on goal, and we were not scoring enough of those goals. And then obviously after Dubai, then because a lot of the talk was focus on your finishing. I think even Liverpool in the cup, we were there to get Liverpool. Liverpool were there to be taken, and we didn't take our chances. We were shooting blanks.
No, I remember. I don't know if, was it here when people were saying Arsenal need a number 9? And I was like, no, they don't. They need to be better at finishing.
Correct.
Because the forwards are there.
Correct.
And I think it was me and David was like, striker. And I was like, Arsenal don't need a striker. Next season, maybe we can talk about that. And in the Champions League, maybe there were games like Porto,
Bayern in particular.
Yeah, cool. Like in the Champions League, maybe we can talk about that.
Yeah.
But in the Premier League, Arsenal were more than fine without signing a number 9. Do you know what I mean?
Creating chances at a cancer.
And for me, like Kai Havertz has shone in the portion of the pre-business end, the guy has been good. The guy has been specifically as a number 9. Specifically, because at Chelsea, I felt like it was more so his back to goal and they hope for a layoff. Whereas Arsenal, he's looking at the goalkeeper. A lot of the time, he's the figurehead.
Which in behind as well.
Bear in mind, at Chelsea, there's 3 different managers. Potter played him one way, Lampard played him another, Tuchel played him another. The guy was not settled at Chelsea at any point in his career, and this is a 22-year-old arriving in England. So, like,
which is where I agree with your point, Oscar. That I think as much as Pete might not fully agree, I think being part of a team that is structured as opposed to having 3 managers, absolutely it helps.
And what I saw this guy, bro, when Chelsea played Real Madrid in the Champions League, Kai Havertz put in his best performance in a Chelsea shirt, and I've seen glimpses of that the other day against Spurs, and just other times this season. But I genuinely think there is a much better player than this run around getting flick-ons at the end of corners. Do you know what I mean? I think there's so much more from Havertz than this Arsenal version.
Based on the comps I've seen of his Leverkusen time, absolutely. There's a player there. I just think that it's very easy. I'm not saying you're doing it. I'm just saying that your tribe is
We called him the silky German, I can't believe you said he didn't get love at Chelsea. It was silky German.
I didn't say he didn't get love at Chelsea.
You're bringing up Shy Havertz and that, like we didn't back him. We backed him to the hills.
Even when he was dross, we didn't back away from him.
No.
SW6
has said I used to question him weekly, and I'm like, guys, man who have rated Havertz have rated him in this team. So I'm not saying this like. What's it called? Like I'm trying to revise some. No. This guy was not good at Chelsea, and he cost £72 million. He's coming to a team that's doing their thing, and he's come and he's making. What I'll give Arteta is he's making coaching people like Havertz easy, because nobody on God's green earth could tell me what Havertz did well. Nobody could tell me, and now. You're seeing a manager who sees better than me. I'm a barber from Northwest. Do you know what I mean? I'm not a coach. So clearly there's something he saw in Havertz, which like on a multiverse thing, on a separate earth. I wish he could. I'm saying Peter's doing it. oh.
Lola should have been on for this discussion.
No, I would have been too hot. Would have been too
So like for me, I'm like, listen, I would love
Havertz,
in another multiverse, I would love for Arteta to take Martial, and I want to see the best of Martial, because like that's my dog.
Yeah. Look at Assad's comment when he says, Oscar, remember the 2022 Carabao Cup final? Look, we saw peak Kai. People like we saw good Kai. So when I see these performances, it's not like I'm saying I'm not like it's not like I'm saying he's nothing good at Arsenal.
Used to be his lawyer for a long time.
I'm just saying, I'm seeing the same guy. It's not like I'm seeing, he's coming to Arsenal. He's a different player. He's world class now. Bro, it's the same guy.
That's where I disagree. He's not the same guy.
Those performances, that performance I saw in the League Cup final, the one I was talking about against Real Madrid, the one in the Champions League final against Man City, I ain't seen him perform like that for Arsenal yet.
This guy's got man of the match performances. What he did against Spurs.
He was great. He was great on the weekend. He was great.
Listen, Oscar, he's been great for a while. He's been really good for Arsenal for a while.
I ain't seen that.
Hold on. And where was he playing?
He was in a false 9 position. But as I said, at Villa, let's keep it a buck, David. David at Villa, I said he played in the 8, and he was playing in the 8, and he didn't play in the 8 like he did at the start of the season. He was much better, and he should have scored a couple of goals. In all honesty,
wait, David, what's your point?
The point of the manager. Football is very simple. You put players in the correct positions. It's your job to figure out who's meant to play where, blah, blah, blah. Arteta has shown me, Havertz up front, Odegaard, Partey, Jorginho, whoever, that works. Please, stick with it. When you've moved Havertz into midfield like Villa, I'm like, why?
I agree with that, to be fair. I don't know why he put him in midfield
it's
for that.
very simple. I don't know why we're having this argument. His best position is up front. The puzzle's done.
And that's what they said in the group chat that day, to be fair.
Yeah. The puzzle is fixed.
Hey, shout out to Lola's comment, yeah. But Pete was never rating the thing. He was never rating the thing.
Brother, this is ridiculous. I downplayed Odegaard.
Well, I was calling him Oda Glue. You was hating on me.
You was bum licking Odegaard. This is like,
but now you're bum licking Havertz.
But this is exactly the thing, right? It's like Odegaard actually wasn't that great for Arsenal this season and last season. My God, he's been head and shoulders, and I've given him his props for that. So what are we talking about? Downplaying actual fantastic players like Odegaard? Who downplayed him? I downplayed him when he wasn't good. When he wasn't good, I called him out.
No. But I think earlier when I was saying that he's taking a lot of he's dragging players out of space.
Yeah, I mean, okay then.
Listen,
is he not?
You don't watch Arsenal games, bro.
Guys.
Oh, come on.
The guy
no, you don't though. You don't.
The guy has been great.
I'm lying.
He's a false number 9. Let's leave him there. Develop him even further. Teach him extra stuff.
Let's move on. Other scores.
Let's move on to the rest of the Premier League. Let's go.
Find the rest of the Premier League, man. Give me your goal of the week. You lot pissed me right. I'm giving this to my answer is Bukayo Saka because of Havertz's flipping and Saka's deft touch and then bent it around the goalkeeper.
It was a fantastic goal, but I'm sorry, Jeffrey Schlupp is goal of the week.
There we go.
I didn't see it.
Did you guys see that goal?
Fantastic.
Oh my goodness.
Goalkeeper was planted.
Oh my goodness. PR, if you posting in, but the sweetest posting in I've ever seen.
I have nothing to say. As SW6 has said it
it's
right
the
here.
Sweetest posting in I've ever seen.
I hate this podcast.
Pete, I would give Saka second place, but Conor Gallagher scored a banger too.
This is what we're doing. I hate this podcast. This is what we're doing.
Call of the week.
You'll be back.
Why?
I was gonna say number 2 will probably be De Bruyne for me.
It was a good header though. Good movement.
Given Brown.
Nah, man.
We even talk about City. They won 2-0.
Shout out City, man. Final boss.
Shout out City, man. Final boss. The final boss.
Nah, Pete Schlupp's goal was definitely goal of the week.
Yeah, I'll watch it. I'll watch it another day.
Team of the week.
All the joy has left his body.
all because
Team of the week is Arsenal.
Right.
Conor Gallagher's was pretty good, to be fair.
Oh, Conor Gallagher was special. Absolutely special.
Go on, let's get your votes in. Who's the goal of the week?
I done said Schlupp.
Schlupp, yeah? Schlupp is the goal of the week. Endo said, can we briefly discuss the new look? Listen, that Oliver Glasner, yeah?
Let's
They got Man United at home next.
Yeah, I think we should have a big Palace segment next week because
we'll have a big Palace segment. Yeah,
because we ain't got time now.
It's sad times, Bracker. Sad times. Player of the week? Or can I say the goal and assist, or should we leave that alone? I think we'll leave it alone. Don't worry, we'll leave it alone.
Let's leave it alone.
You got a goal and assist on the weekend in the North London derby.
Who
scored 2 goals against Chelsea? Also a London derby. Big games, big game players is what you need in the week.
How about a winning goal? How about first goal? Gosh, scoring the 3rd goal and now we're gonna go crazy.
Are you all right?
He scored the 3rd goal both times.
Thing I've noticed, Pierre. You, but like Oscar is purposefully even if he's being honest, like he's purposefully just fishing and consistently by. I think apart from the Northern Lights, like this is one of my favorite phenomenons in like he's just throwing the rods, pause, and you're just like I don't get it.
Brother, you're top of the league. Relax.
Every week. I see this every
David, wait there. David said something stupid. David said something stupid. Say that again. Say that again to me. Say it again to me.
What did I say? I said you're top of the league.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Relax.
Go on.
Nah, David, you can't say that.
What did you say?
Why can't I not say it? After you
David,
know
what
what
did you
to
say?
enjoy.
What did you tell me to do? And what did you say in your comment? Go on.
I said you're top of the league. Relax.
I'm top of the league. Relax. You guys heard that here, yeah?
Now you're really banned.
I don't. You know what? Yeah, I don't give a monkey's man.
Talk David, man.
Who's the player of the week? Who's the player of the week?
It is actually Kai Havertz.
Yeah, let's give
Robin,
it.
He's not allowed to get player of the week.
Let's give it Havertz. Let's give it Havertz.
No, I'm banning him this week from getting player of the week. He can't have player.
You're banning him.
You're banning him.
Don't worry.
Why not? Come on.
Give it to Kai Havertz.
Let's be. There's no. Wait, Ashworth is. I swear Ashworth's in legal trouble with Newcastle. I don't know what. Last I heard, he's fighting Newcastle to leave.
He's taking him to court.
Yeah. Shout out to Ashworth. Player of the week, Kai Havertz. Yeah.
It's Kai Havertz.
Yeah.
Man.
He's Kai Havertz.
Who else would there be? There's no one else really.
There's no one else, bro.
And the team of the week is Arsenal. That's it.
There we go.
Oh, Arsenal team of the week. Oh, if we include midweek, then yeah.
I'm gonna pick a player of the week.
Give it.
Who's player of the week?
It's player of the week.
Hey, player of the week. Yeah.
Go on. Let's hear it. Because I'm jumping on.
Hey,
I'm gonna go with Jordan Pickford. I'm going Jordan Pickford for my player of the week.
Peter is upset.
I'm going Jordan Pickford. I'm gonna back a player. Even team of the week. That's a good shout there. Everton survived.
Everton, you know.
Player of the week, Thomas Partey.
Oh, Ernest, you know, like shout out to Jorginho in it because I forgot what Thomas Partey was. I'm his J5, J2O.
I'm his biggest lawyer. But you see my Ghanaian brother, before the allegations come again in the summer,
which they will.
Oh my God.
Listen, the last two games, Ernest, let's talk about it. Because we had a midfield that we thought we would never see.
No, you see what we talk about? You see what we talk about midfielders? You see when we talk about real metronomes? You see when we talk about real tempo specialists? You see when we talk about real men? Thomas the Tank.
Real man.
Put Declan Rice to the side for this week. Because his real partner in crime, shout out to Jorginho. Jorginho's held it down for like 6 months. But you see Thomas the Tank?
Partner in crime is crazy.
A real bad. Real bad boy.
Yeah, well, the thing is, when Partey wants to get something done on the pitch, he doesn't take no for an answer.
Hey yo.
I said on the pitch. I said on the pitch.
Listen, my vote is Thomas Partey as well. Let's
can I just say a funny tweet I saw this week? Yeah, there's an Arsenal fan that put a picture of Kai Havertz, and the quote was like, "Oh, I know Chelsea fans are fuming that they let this guy go." And someone quote tweeted it said, "He's not even the best ex-Chelsea player at Arsenal."
That's insane, you know.
That's insane.
I was dying.
To be fair, Jorginho needs his flowers, man. He's been amazing.
He's got mine.
Okay, Pete. You see,
man, like George
about Kai. Yeah? I don't want to do the player for player comparison. That to me is champagne. Like when I watch Jorginho, I'm like, no, this guy's a baller. Like for me, it's unequivocal. There's no debate. Do you know what I mean? Like, Kai Havertz is like, okay, let's have a conversation. But Jorginho is undeniable. That's a baller. Do you know what I mean? So that's my mentality going into this Kai Havertz conversation, because he has only been benched because Partey's back.
Yeah, absolutely that. And unfortunately, we will not be seeing him again for the rest of this season as long as Partey's fit.
No need.
I can't even say bring him to OT because we'll kill him.
Oh no! Oh, goodness me.
No, that's not wise. It's not wise. You got to have Partey in there without a shadow of a doubt. And Man United's midfield better be ready for that as well. For Rice, Odegaard, and Partey, they've got to be serious.
No. You're doing it again where you're talking about expectations at United.
I mean, your record against us at home is very, very good. It's tremendous.
Hey, man, I'm gone. I don't know.
Tremendous.
What are you talking about?
Guys, focus.
Let's focus.
Because people. Because I'm gonna see something that's gonna make me mad on.
Yo, pause.
He's done it now. He's done it. He's drawn you out, Alice. He's drawn you out.
No, because Manchester United make me so angry. I've heard from Manchester United fans that have come to the shop, and you guys have all been to the shop. You know the level of dross that I have to deal with intellectually each week. People are coming to me telling me the spirit of Fergie. Are you high? Is it crack? Yeah. Is it meth? We are going to get spread like Lil Pack, like Bertoli, like I can't believe it's not butter, like Flora. We are going to get spread across the grass, and there's going to be chalk lines, there's going to be police lines, and there's not going to be anybody.
What day do you guys play each other?
Brother, I don't even want to.
Sunday the 12th. Oh, that day. That day, you're gonna see me in the group chat 9 a.m. United.
But let's move on to team of the week, please. And can we give it to Arsenal?
Everton.
Wait, Everton 2 wins, you know.
Listen,
Liverpool as well.
They beat Liverpool and they stayed up.
Stood up.
And if they hadn't had their points deducted
after all the points,
they would be 9th in the league, I think, with Brighton.
Yeah, it makes me sick.
Let's be real.
4 months.
Let's be real. Staying up with a points deduction, yeah. I don't think people are not giving Dash the flowers.
What's the total points though? What was the total points altogether?
That's what 8?
Is it 8? Is it 8? Yeah. I mean, 8-point deduction for Everton.
Bro, people are not giving Dash the flowers.
No. Shall I tell you why, Oscar?
Why?
Because the new promoted 3 are not good. And then you can add Forest in that as well.
Wait, if Luton go down, it's just the 3 that came up.
It's the 3 that came up. But the thing is, Oscar, they are not good. Forest in there as well. Like Forest last year was much better than Forest this year.
Yeah, agreed.
You know what I'm saying? Agreed. So like they're very. We got some poor sides, guys. We're looking at a side that's got 97 goals conceded. There's 4 games to go, or 3 games to go. They're gonna cross over 100. They will cross over 100 goals. So that's what you're up against. Burnley, who because of United and Chelsea and the like, they're giving them lifelines in this situation. Burnley are 2 points off the drop, like as in from safety. Sorry, you're giving them life. You know, so that's what's going on here. But yeah, you know, they all need to go. Disgraceful promoted sides. They've not been good.
I keep telling you, Pete, we need to go down to 18. Get rid of 5.
Listen, do you know what? I'm not even opposed with you on that. You know, I hear it. Like I hear it, innit?
There's too many dross down there. We're hearing Leicester's coming back, which I think is a Premier League team. So I'm okay with that.
Leicester, big up to Leicester City.
But what are the other 2 that could potentially come up?
It's going to be Ipswich.
And Ipswich?
It will be Ipswich because Leeds are wetting the bed over in the Championship.
Yes,
they've actually done it. They lost 4-0 to QPR the other day.
Yeah, they did.
For the Northwest crew, but my goodness, Leeds. QPR, Jesus, they're awful.
Leeds are falling apart again.
Is that your song for them? Oh, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
That's a brilliant one. I must admit, that's a brilliant one. Yeah, I mean, who would I want to see come up? I do want to see Leeds come up ahead of any of the other lot, but like Ipswich. I couldn't care less, but I haven't seen him in ages, so that'll be fun.
Peter, make sure you do Leicester away next season. That's all I'm going to say.
Oh, definitely, because
make sure you do Leicester away.
Oscar, every away, you know, like there's away chants and stuff that are really going around at the King Power. I don't know what it is about the acoustic, But guys, you guys are
great
so,
stadium.
it's so good for away.
It's legit one of my favorite stadiums in the league.
I can't
Yeah.
stand the King Power. I'm gonna be that guy.
Why?
You know why? Do you know why I don't stand it? It's nothing to do with the stadium. It's the clapping thing. Whatever they had, the fans.
The clappers.
Just ticks me right off. The clappers. I'm not for it. I'm not for it.
It's
No.
a good
Yeah.
stadium, man. It's a good stadium.
Yeah, no, Oscar, you're not wrong. Like, especially the away end. I've heard some of the best chanting.
You're all together.
You're in
all
that
together.
corner together.
So-
You've got the roof above you, so obviously
Yeah.
all the sound echoes right there. You sound louder than the Leicester City fans.
Yeah.
It's where the
So-
Guardiola chant became really big because they had it. They sung it there.
So
it's the one where
the
he's
game-
like going with the ground.
The game I went to, we won 3-1 last season. Kai Havertz goal and assist, but he didn't get player of the week that week. So let's continue.
Yeah, he didn't get it this week either. Team of the week. I'm going Everton. Let's go.
Everton.
I was gonna give it to Arsenal because I think 5-0 and beating the North London is a big deal. But Everton staying up despite everything, and I
Despite
still
everything,
want
fair
them to
play
go
to them.
down.
And you know me,
Yeah.
I'm Sean Dyche out, blood. But fair plays, he's kept them up. I still want him out. And you know what I actually do think? Because West Ham are such ungrateful little scroats, I would rather see Moyes go back to Everton and make them West Ham, because West Ham are still top 8. They ain't won a game in about 12 weeks. And they're still
I have a quick question.
And
I have a
they're in
quick
Europe
question for
again.
Adrian. You see Moisey,
Moyes.
he's saying that I can't wait for Klopp to leave this league.
Careful.
A bit of a bouncer. What are you thinking about that? Just want to know your thoughts.
It was funny, man. It was harmless.
Yeah.
Man said he's so effing big. what's big? What does that mean? He said,
Oh, yeah, it was like tongue in cheek.
can't wait to see the back of him. Flipping out.
Yeah.
Klopp.
No, but I can only imagine that like he's a tower of a man, you know.
Yeah, he looks tall. He looks tall.
He looks like one of them ex like
And
you
the
know
front-
goalkeepers or
But
like,
Moyes said it in a thing. He said, "Look, I managed Everton and Man United. I'm not supposed to like Jurgen Klopp."
The thing is, yeah, like what I like about
What's
Moyes.
just like him? Him and Reno scum.
Moyes is a no-nonsense Scot, right? Most Scots are no-nonsense anyway. So he's not here for this loving. He's not here for any of that romance. That's why he's just like, I'll be honest, man. I can't wait to see the back of him. Get him out of him. So, you know, tongue-in-cheek, obviously. But I think deep down, he's glad he's gone, because he's probably given him a beating ever since he joined the league.
I mean, he said it. He said,
But I want Moyes at Everton. I can't lie, because West Ham are such ungrateful little scroats. I think Moyes making Everton West Ham, that would be perfect. I'd like that. Anyway, who is not that guy?
I've
Dowdy.
got one, not that guy. I've got one.
I ain't go. Listen,
Can I go early doors as well? Can I go early doors quick?
Go on.
Whoever the admin person of social media at Sheffield United had a stinker.
What's
Did you not
happened
see
there?
their Twitter account?
No.
So when they got relegated, as they did. Oh, by the way, Sheffield United are relegated. You feel they're gone. They're gone. Anyway,
Bullshit. I said take your senses down to the championship. Oh yeah.
but they tweeted, I don't know if you saw this, but they tweeted that this as of today's result, we have gone down pending Nottingham Forest and Everton's deducted points. What's the matter with these lot?
Yeah, no, straight up, man. Straight up.
They deleted the tweet after that.
Straight up. Okay. That's why they received not that guy, because they deleted it.
No, but Oscar, Everton are not going to get 20 minus points, are they? Nor are Forest.
I mean, at the rate these people are going now, who knows?
I said, who knows? Listen, I mean, let's say they get done 10 points. Sheffield United are not staying up.
Yeah, why I don't understand is, since when did everybody care so much about Twitter? Like, why is everyone crying?
know what-
They've
Oscar?
actually tweeted this. So
But you know what, Oscar? Because football clubs' Twitter handles are lawless. They're lawless right now. They're out of hand. We've got one club calling another referee bent because he supports Luton.
He was
now
bent.
got this, huh?
He was bent.
Oh God. Let's wrap
He
this
was
up.
bent.
Not that guy is Sheffield United's admin. Robin,
Right, I've got one.
Rod, David ain't got one. I thought he was cooking up a sesh.
This one, I've had a fun pod, but now I have to be a bit serious because you know when someone's let you down, and I'm sorry, like I was mad. What you call it yesterday? Or no, when we drew Burnley 1-1, I was mad when he said the statement, and now I'm just disappointed.
What do you say?
I'm so sorry. If you are the manager of this Manchester United
Oh,
and you say verbatim that we play the most dynamic and
Oh, yeah.
exciting football in this league,
What was he thinking?
if you come out and say that the substitutions, the boos that you're hearing around are nonsense and that the fans are deluded by the media of what you're doing.
Keep him in. Keep him in.
I like it, man. I like a heel turn.
He's turned heel.
It is just coming to me that you are simply at this point, without a doubt, out of your depth and you are counting your days. And I'm so disappointed because these are things you don't have to say. If the fans are showing you and giving you boos when it comes to substitutions, like clear blues, and if you're saying that we're playing good games and we're playing well, I'm just disappointed, guys. And you know me.
Disappointed.
You know me. Like it's hard for me to be disappointed, but I actually am. I'm sorry, Eric Ten Hag, you're not that guy.
Do you know what's so
You've
crazy
got
about
4
that?
games to go.
That dynamic and entertaining statement is that none of them are true. You're not dynamic or entertaining.
they're never remotely true.
Entertaining. Man United is entertaining.
No, they're not. They're not. They're actually not.
No, but come on.
No.
Even in like a hate watch kind of way, it's man, this is horrible.
It's not
Guys,
fun.
this has been a hilarious season to watch Man United.
Has
though.
it?
It has been, man.
Yeah, but that's just because they're losing, not because they're entertaining.
Okay, they're losing, but then like they're drawing.
Brighton lost 3-0 and I was entertained.
They got packed in by Bournemouth. Arsenal, we better pattern up Bournemouth this week, man. Footy Agenda says, not that guy, Tebas, head of La Liga, talking about he's happy about Mbappe coming because he's a Madrid fan. Then he announces La Liga will have some
No.
played in the US of A.
If the president is announcing that he's a fan of a team,
Yeah, it's
I think that is so stupid.
Guys,
And by the way,
Especially after saying that you're not going to put in goal line technology because now it benefited your team.
Yeah.
That is just like
in the Bible, like we talk about the end times, yeah, and it's like wars, rumors of wars. What we didn't factor in was the state of football because we are heading in for we're heading. We are ending.
guys,
Football's a mess.
next season, get
It's in the
ready.
mud. Listen,
Next season, the schedule, get ready. Oh my god!
I think they're gonna bid to get Premier League games in the US or Qatar.
it's coming, isn't it?
Yeah.
The fixtures next season is a farce.
Shout out to Nico Williams.
especially with the increase of Europe. Because remember, that gap in January is now gone. They're now playing Champions League games in January. So
it's gone. Very quickly, guys. Lola says, not that guy. Harry Kane, Vardy with another trophy. The legacy lives on. Absolutely. And AB's
win the Champions League. He could still win the Champions
League. Turn it in, man. True, many of them, man, are going to pack him in this week. Are you mad? Man.
Yeah, that's true.
That wraps up this week's Top 4 podcast, guys. It's been great.
It's been wonderful. It's been wunderbar. Any last comments before we go?
We're live from the. We are live from the. What's it called? From the Sellers Park.
From the Sellers.
Crystal Palace against.
Sorry. United. One last not that guy. Quick one. The refereeing team in the Chelsea women's game against Barcelona. We were robbed. We were robbed. UEFA back again.
UEFA back again.
There's one thing, Ernest. You said about the hating the enemies thing, the hate watching.
Yeah, exactly.
Here's where you've pulled me in. Emma Hayes. I need that woman to not win a damn thing this season.
Why?
Because she's a scrote. That's
why. First of all, you're not allowed to speak because your women's manager is a man. Get out of here.
I'm sorry.
You heard me.
Everyone, equality. What are we talking about?
The Arsenal women's manager is a man.
Yeah,
and he's not even that good.
I mean, he's
male privilege at his finest.
He's all right.
How's he got the job?
What do you mean equality? Isn't it?
Just because it's a women's
game. It's because it's a women's game. Surely men can play. No,
he's not a straight white male.
That point didn't do what you wanted it to do, man.
What?
That didn't fly, man. It's all right, man.
What didn't fly? He's not good.
No, but you said your women's team manager is a man. That is
Yeah.
Like,
But it's a
that-
fact.
that-
It's not like I'm making a joke. It's a fact.
I hear you, but like the lie, man.
United's one's a man. What you got to say
No.
about that?
It's stupid.
Why is it stupid? Is it stupid if a woman managed a men's football team? Would it be stupid?
It doesn't happen.
No. Ask the question. Would it be stupid?
I don't think it'd be stupid. I don't think it'd be stupid.
Because why? Because there's equality in it. I hear that still.
No, because the
Yeah,
woman
still.
would most likely be good enough to get into the men's game.
Hang on here.
Yeah.
I'm not involved.
Peter's adjusting his mic. I
need to hear this.
Your
because,
manager is a men's manager in the women's game, and he's bang average.
What? What? When you say and he's bang average, why are you bringing up the fact that he's a man in a woman? It was 10 of the
He does it like what?
What I'm saying is, men dominate football. Let the women thrive in the women's game. You're in there taking up space, and you're not even that good.
What if they couldn't find a good woman for the job?
I think they haven't looked hard enough. I think there's
You don't think they've looked hard enough? Okay.
Yeah.
If this
Okay, so
goes viral.
So you're saying that men shouldn't manage women's football matches? Is that what you're saying?
Who said that?
I'm asking. That's a question.
I didn't say that.
It's a question.
Oscar.
I said your manager is a man and he's bang average.
What does that mean?
What was this? Yeah, what does that mean?
It means that in the women's game, where we uphail women, where Chelsea just sold out Stamford Bridge, where you guys are selling out the Emirates, we're celebrating the women's game because women are dominating in sport where they don't often get to in football. The money is all given to the men. There's a women's game where we celebrate women, and there's a man managing the women's team.
Yeah.
Oscar.
Yeah. Oscar, this is
Oscar.
pulling so black.
I mean, tell me where I lied. If I lied, cool.
I don't think you got the facilities for that, big man.
If I lied, the manager's meaty, bro.
Manager's
Okay,
pretty
so
good.
is it about him being meaty or him being a man?
Which one is it?
He's meaty.
No, but you mentioned that he's a man.
So it's
Isn't
about him being a man.
it? Just say he's media.
Hey, her game, innit? Her game.
Two Conti Cups, innit? Two Conti Cups.
It's okay.
They got the Conti Cup. Also, shout out Palace women's team who got promoted as well.
Why am I getting thumbs up for, blood?
You put a thumbs up.
What the hell? Where did that come from, blood?
You
Right.
got that Apple thing. That's what.
Hey, you said
Are we safe now? Okay, I'm back.
All right, we're out. We're out.
Before we go, yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't know how it's gonna happen, but we need to watch the last game of the season in a pub.
Yeah, we should link up, man. We should link up.
Yeah, you lot can link up. We're at home last
Yeah,
game.
but I think
Pete's working. Yeah.
I'm at home. But still run that, guys, because that'll be lit, man. I'll come join you lot afterwards.
I'll
join
be
you
there.
lot, bruv.
I'll be there.
Please arrive, especially if Arsenal don't win. Please arrive.
Yeah, you have to.
Please
Arrive.
Where will you not be?
At the 91
Angel.
points. At the 91 points.
Bruv.
Angel.
Come to Angel.
That's
Come to
too
Angel,
pricey.
bro.
It's too pricey.
My man's
It's too pricey.
working, bro. So
Where am I
dead.
going?
Even
Are West Ham playing at home, David?
Nah, man, I got
They're
my
away at
knees
City.
up, blood. Flip's sake, man.
Oh, you got 2 jabs?
I got 2 jabs. I got my
He got 2
full-time
jabs.
job.
Fair enough.
Man's moving like Julius from Everybody Hates Chris. My husband got 2 jobs. Anyway, guys, next week we'll be back live from Selhurst Park, Crystal
Peace.
Palace against Man United. Very quickly, Arsenal playing Bournemouth at home. Liverpool, I can't remember who Liverpool are playing. I don't know. City, obviously United against Crystal Palace. Oscar, Chelsea. Is it Spurs this week?
Spurs on Thursday and then West Ham on Sunday.
Saucy stuff. Until next week, people, it's been a bumper podcast for you both.
Getting closer
3
to
hours and
City's
20 minutes,
crowning
guys.
achievement.
You don't need to pay us. All right. Until next week. Peace.
Peace.
Love, love, love.
91 points, people. 91 points.